Ready? Play.
Good afternoon, everyone. We can just see... Actually, Shuhei, stay there for a second. I would like to get your thoughts pre-match. I know you're going to be directing today, but funny enough, as you're here, and the players are just sort of warming up right now, just give me your pre-match thoughts. I mean, really the semi-finals in particular, and what are your thoughts on today?
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of talk about how Holger Rune would be the fresher player of the two. I think he was only pushed in his opening round match against Wawrinka, and he's not dropped his serve even until the final since then. I don't think he dropped serve against Hubi or Rublev, Carlos or Felix. If I remember correctly, he didn't even face breakpoint yesterday. So it's been quite clinical, even though he's beaten four consecutive top 10 players. And Wawrinka was also a pretty good win because Wawrinka beat Medvedev and Ruud, I think he made the semis in Metz and I want to say quarterfinal in Basel, lost to RBA. So that is a pretty good win. Novak has also played at a really high level. Yesterday, the match pretty much took a turn in another direction we weren't really expecting. From 2-1 30-all, we thought it was just another routine win for Novak against Steph, but Steph really turned it on, and quite a bit of errors from Novak as well that played a part in the match going all the way. But as Novak almost always does, he finds a way in those clutch moments. But I would say it's still advantage Novak for today. Maybe 65-35 in his favor. I'm not ruling out a Holger Rune upset. He's not shown any sort of nerves in his final against Tsitsipas in Stockholm. Neither has he shown any sort of nerves throughout this tournament. Really, he's played really fearless tennis, and I think he's played a really high intensity from start to finish in all of his matches, especially yesterday against Felix. I think Felix just had no chance whatsoever. He had to come up with some ridiculous shots just to play catch up. So I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an upset. I would be upset, sure. But then, yeah, I still think Novak is going to pull through this probably in straight sets. I think the first set would be first. The second set, I see it going to a tiebreaker. But I think Novak takes this.
Yeah, I think that's a fair comment. I also don't forget the amount of tennis that Holger Rune will have played in recent weeks. Don't forget Novak, of course, has had a couple of weeks off in between those two tournaments he won after the US Open, the 250 and the 500, I think, in Tel Aviv and Astana. I think there were 250s and 500s, right? Separate.
Yes.
Yeah. So if we look at that, I think it's a nice little break for the Serb, as I've just brought up a nice little couple of stats there, as we can see that they're warming up. Yeah, I think that's a fair comment. I think Rune might well get a set. We've actually got a question here from Jane in the live chat. What do you think the chances are that Holger keeps this up? It seemed like he's riding a killer wave of form. I think that's really the crucial thing, and that's why Djokovic is the favourite, because Djokovic could play badly today and win in straight sets. Holger could play his absolute best and still lose. That's not to say that Holger hasn't got a chance. I would probably even go as far as 70-30 in the Serbs' favour, but Holger could spring an upset. I mean, it's not impossible to beat Novak Djokovic, and don't forget, he was just a couple of points away from losing that match yesterday. I thought Tsitsipas really did impress me yesterday, actually. Do you have any thoughts on Tsitsipas' performance yesterday?
He played amazingly well from 1-2 30-all in the second set. I actually didn't watch the first set, but I did see that Novak lost just 1 point on first serve on returns or first serve returns. I'm not sure what exactly, and just one on forced errors from his side in the first set. But Tsitsipas, we know historically he's pretty dangerous when he's behind in the score, and we saw that even against Novak himself in that RG semifinal a couple of years ago, where he was match point down on Novak's serve in the third set. What would have been a routine straight sets win for Novak ended up being a 5-setter, right? Obviously, Tsitsipas just didn't have enough in his tank in the fifth. He's shown against Diego Schwartzman in Monte Carlo this year, love 4 down the decider, against Lorenzo Musetti as well at RG. So I think these are really positive signs going into Turin. He goes in as the number 2 seed now that Carlos Alcaraz is pulled out. So one thing we do know is he's not going to have Nadal in his group. But then I still do think we shouldn't really sleep on him, because he definitely favors indoor hard courts a lot more than outdoor hard courts, because all of his titles on hard courts have come indoors. He's won this title before, beating Daniil Medvedev, Zverev, and Team, all of them, and Roger Federer, of course, in
Hmm.
2019. That was,
Hmm.
and the only match he did lose was a close one to Rafa, 7-5 in the fifth. So I do think he can definitely at least make the semifinal, depending on what kind of group he lands in. If he plays at this level, of course, obviously his level has fluctuated a bit throughout the season. But I mean, we tend to forget that he has made a semi-final of a slam. He has won Monte Carlo, and he's gone deep in most, if not all, Masters tournaments. He made the final of Cincinnati, made the semis and finals of the other two Clay Masters that he didn't win. And of course, he made the semis here in Bercy. The only two bad losses, so to speak, that he's had are in Indian Wells to Brooksby and to Jack Draper in Montreal. So I still think he can definitely make a good run in Turin. And,
That's
it's good for tennis when you have most of the top eight, especially in this tournament, playing as well as they are going into that final championships. With, I mean, pretty much every player has a good chance. I would say maybe barring uh, Rude, I'm not too optimistic on, given his form and given the fact that there's not a favorable surface for him historically.
agree.
Nadal as well is a bit rusty, so yeah, I
Agree.
think Steph definitely one to look out for during.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, listen, Shrihari, it's 40-15 on the Djokovic serve.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you get away and hopefully enjoy the match. Hopefully we'll get some of your insights as well at various points, particularly up on the screen. Have
Sounds good.
fun, but of course
Yeah.
I know that will very much depend on the result.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. I'll see you
Take
soon.
take care, Shrihari. Bye bye.
Yeah. You too.
So as you can see, Djokovic is serving first. It is currently 40-15, so it's looking pretty comfortable opening serve. But Rune's got a second serve to look at here. So um, I think losing the game to Love would have been a particularly crushing start for the Dane. So at least he's got on the scoreboard in terms of points as he goes for the backhand return. It's a good return. He's actually in charge of this point, Rune, and in fact it's now 40-30 as Djokovic puts a forehand into the net. If you are new to the channel, great. Nice to have you on board this afternoon. Hopefully, you're going to enjoy some good tennis. Let me know in the live chat, by the way, your predictions, who you think is going to emerge the victorious player today. Also, let me know what you think is going to happen. Is it going to go 3 sets? And how impressed have you been with both players throughout this tournament? Just make your comments known in the live chat, and we may even get them up on the screen. It's 40-30 Djokovic here, second serve that Holger Rune can look at. So we'll see how this pans out. Yeah, that's fine, Shrihari. I see your comment, the private thing. Yeah, just get the tennis stuff maybe at the end of the set, some stats. Just get the stats up. I'm sure most stuff like that will be ahead, so don't worry, Shrihari. But for now, we'll just concentrate on tweets and images like you can see we've got. In fact, talking of which, there's a few Danes in the crowd there. I'm very happy because Rune's got it back to deuce, which is a really good start for the Dane, particularly as he was 40-30 down. Rune's gesticulating there as well. It looks like he's not happy with one or two things going on in the crowd. I can see Jane in the live chat there saying Nole in 3. Yeah, I think that's probably my prediction too. I know Shrihari and I, maybe Shrihari actually thinks it might well be Djokovic in straight, which is understandable given how well the Serb is playing. That's a nice little touch at the net there from Djokovic. Sometimes we don't really appreciate just how good he is. That's nice there. Sam is going to think about subscribing depending on how the match pans out. Perhaps she also wants to make some critique of my commentary abilities. That's a really good volley there from Djokovic at the net. Gets a nice little applause there from Holger Rune. I'm just going to have a little sip of water from my US Open bottle. Game point Djokovic, and Djokovic is on the board, winning the first game. Was stretched a bit there. Nice, that's very, very good. Oh, great, Djokovic, 1-love. I love that asterisk there, I'm sure, to indicate who is serving. That's a really good idea. Cool. Anyway, we're just having a look at some stats here. I can see popping up on my screen with points 1. I'll probably put that out on Twitter. So if you do follow us on Twitter, Talking Tennis TT, you'll see these stats I'm about to post. It's nice, obviously, early suggestion on how Djokovic is serving. Make sure you hit that like button as well. Thanks for joining us today. Yeah, let me know your predictions in the live chat. I know that Jane is obviously going for Nole in 3. Ghosty, what do you think? How's this match going to pan out? What are your thoughts? And make sure you hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Holger's 19, so he should have no problems. Yeah, I think so. Obviously, his match was on first yesterday. Mightily impressive, winning in straight sets against Felix, who's been pretty much the man of the autumn tennis indoor season. I know Djokovic obviously has won 2 titles, but I think Felix has perhaps arguably been even more impressive by winning, I think, 3 in a row. He's obviously going for a 4th title in a row, but that came to an end yesterday. Is Felix second favourite in Turin? Obviously, we've got Carlos pulling out. We all know the troubles that Rafa's having. Despite yesterday's performance, Tsitsipas is still a little bit off the pace. So does that make Felix the second favourite? Of course, we're now going to probably see Fritz at those finals, bearing in mind Alcaraz has pulled out. So let me know how you feel about the ATP finals. We will be doing the ATP finals, by the way, basically wall-to-wall coverage every day. Anyway, let's get back to the match because I've digressed a little bit. And it is 30 love to Rune on his serve as we have a quick look at Moratoglu there behind the wire netting. It's kind of a curious thing that we see at Paris Bercy, that the players down low are obviously protected by this netting at the indoor arena in Paris, where I was myself on Wednesday evening. Well, Rune there having a volley, but he's gone wide with that volley. It was close. I think it was a close call, but it was just into the tram line. 7 minutes into the match. By the way, people in the live chat. Oh, that's his mother, Aneka Rune. By the way, people have been suggesting that she's in charge of his Twitter account. No idea, but I did see that was suggested last week, and may well be the case. He's quite interactive. I think Rune, by the way, and Alcaraz are both pretty cool on Twitter. They do interact with their fans. And I think that's a cool thing as Rune double faults. So it's 30 all now in this first game of the first set. Maybe a few signs of nerves perhaps from the Dane. Jane there saying, thanks for doing this match. I'll be popping in and out. Understandable, Jane. That's really great that you are on board at the very least. I can see we've got 25 people in the live chat. Well, actually, sorry, we've got 26 people watching live now. So I need you to hit that like button to give us some love so I keep my fuel going for the rest of this match. That's a nice 1-2 there from Holger Rune, bringing up 40-30 as he punches the air in delight at that point. 40-30 now on the Rune serve. My thoughts on this match, I did suggest that Djokovic will win in 3. The reasons for that is that Holger Rune is playing exceptionally well. I didn't have the same feeling about Tsitsipas going into yesterday's match, and yet Tsitsipas did manage to push Djokovic to obviously 3 sets. And that's a nice 1-2 as well from Rune, who's got a smash, and he's got it. 1 game all. 1 game all. Punches the air. He'll be happy with that. By the way, listen, people, Jane as well, I hope you're very happy that I'm sacrificing a Premier League match that I would love to be watching right now. My beloved Man United are playing Aston Villa, so maybe you can keep me up to date in the live chat with the score. If there's a score in the Villa United match, make sure you post it in the live chat for me. I suspect it's probably still 0-0, given that they're just 20 minutes into the match. Well, actually, 20 minutes in, there could be a goal. But yes, I've decided to sacrifice for one match of the year. I pretty much never miss Man United. In fact, I was even at the Man United Real Sociedad match on Thursday evening in Spain. Djokovic there on a fault, so it's a second serve at 1 game all. So I even went to see them play Sociedad the other day, as I've digressed once again. Oh my goodness me, Villa are leading 2-0. Perhaps it's good that I'm missing this match. I'm not even going to think about it. Anyway, Djokovic wins the first point, so it's 15 love. Yes, beloved Man United, Sam. Who's your team these days, by the way, Sam? 1 week it's Barcelona, then it's something else. Absolutely, Shrehu. Definitely play around. I'm loving the way you're being creative. That's exactly what I want to do, because I need creative producers. I was doing exactly the same myself. Some things will work, some things won't, but it's not a problem. So Djokovic now 30 love as he's looking reasonably comfortable on his serve, but don't forget he was pretty comfortable on his serve in the first game, and yet he still managed to get pushed to deuce. Because Sam, you live in Birmingham, right? So he had the audacity to ask if you wanted to go today, but you decided to stay home, I guess, to watch this potential blockbuster. Can it go 3 sets? Can it even go to a third set tiebreak? Time will tell. Djokovic there tosses the ball up, but lets it bounce. Nice. Got a nice follower there on Facebook just popped up. Thanks for that. Let me know where you're tuning in from, by the way. Where in the world are you? I'm currently in. Oh, great. We've got a little like for the book. Oh, that's great. Some likes on Facebook. Oh, my goodness. What a drop shot. Holger Rune. Take a bow, son. Take a bow. 30-15, though. But the shot was marvelous. Forehand, loopy. Djokovic did very little wrong in this rally. On the defensive there with the forehand, but a nice little backhand slice drop shot as he approached the net. Yes, and his mother punches the air, and I don't know if that's his father with a Moatoglu hat on there. Yeah, try it. Try it, Shrehui. Try it. Just play around. I think that's the first ace of the match from Djokovic, bringing up 40-15. Both players reasonably comfortable on their serve so far. Not had a break point as yet. Djokovic did get pushed to deuce in the first game, but he's pretty comfortable here. And in fact, I think that's 2 aces in a row. Yes, it is. 2 aces in a row from the Serb, bringing up 2 games to 1 as we head into the changeover, and they remain on serve. Yeah, stay in bed. Oh, that's nice. I do agree with you, Shrehui. That does look good. Rocking the black. Loving it. Okay, so we're on a break here. 2 games to 1. Has there been anything in particular that's caught your eye? Let me know in the live chat if you've seen something during these first 3 games. I think both players looking pretty comfortable. Obviously, with the 1 game advantage, albeit on serve, the Serbian Novak Djokovic, I think, will be happier. Listen, I posed this question as well the other day, and I'd like your thoughts on the live chat. We've got 23 of you on board, so let me know your thoughts on the live chat. Who has had the better year on the ATP side if Novak Djokovic was to win both today and the ATP finals? That's nice as well. The green's looking good too. Look at Shrehui there getting all a bit creative with the colours. Yeah, so who's had the better year? Let's imagine that Djokovic wins these last 2 tournaments. Let's go with that for now. Novak Djokovic with, that'll be a Masters 1000, maybe 2 Masters 1000. So did he win? Yes, he won Rome, yeah. So I think that'd be 2 Masters 1000s this year he will have won. 1 on clay, and then, of course, today, should he win. He'll have won a few other tournaments as well. He won, obviously, Astana 500 recently and the Tel Aviv 250, plus the ATP finals, plus, of course, Wimbledon. That would be his body of work for the year. Rafa winning 2, the first 2 slams of the year, of course, plus Acapulco 500 and getting to the Indian Wells final and a 250 in Melbourne. Then there's Carlitos, winning his first major at the age of just 19, world number 1. Did he do the Sunshine Double? I think he did as well. Or Carlos, who would have had the better year of those 3 players? Let me know in the live chat your thoughts on those 3 players. Just give me a name. Novak, Rafa, Carlitos. Don't worry, Shrehui. I think it has to be white. I think. Sam there going for Rafa. Makes sense. 2 slams. It's difficult to argue. Nice volley there at the backhand volley, by the way, from Rune at the net, bringing up 15 love. He goes for another drop shot. Doesn't work this time. Is that going to... Yeah, that's lovely from Novak. Hi, Josh. Nice to have you on board. Carlitos is your thought very understandable, winning his first slam and obviously being world number one. Probably he'll end up year-end number one as well. I think pretty much only a Rafa ATP Finals win would deny him that year-end one spot. That's a great shot from Novak. 15 all. Still 2-0 in the United match, I see. I'm going to have to top up with water, I think, pretty soon. What do we think about the Paris Bercy camera angles? Some people seem to love them, some people seem to hate them, but they do like to mix it up a bit. Oh, 15-30. It was a forced error there from Djokovic. I'm just going to get a bit of water. Can you get a bit of water? Is it possible? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, let me know in the live chat. We've got one vote for Rafa, one vote for Carlitos. Just got my eyes away from the screen while I top up with water. Also, let me know your predictions for the ATP Finals end of year. Can anyone stop Novak? Cool. Water replenished. And I'm back with you. Couple of break points here for Novak. 15-40, first break points of the match. Oh my goodness me. Rune, double fault. So it's 3-1 Novak. With a break, obviously. That'll be disappointing. It's a disappointing way for Rune to start, really, in that losing your serve is one thing, but doing it with a double fault, disappointing. Disappointing. I can see somebody there waving a Serbian flag. Obviously, a few Serbs in Paris today to support their man. By the way, what do we think about Tsitsipas yesterday? I thought he was very, very impressive. But how do we feel? Did Tsitsipas lose that match? Is that a harsh assessment, given how well Novak also played at some of the most critical junctures? I guess there were more positives than negatives as Djokovic goes long there with a forehand. Yeah, you might be right, Sam. This match could be over and done with pretty soon. I can get back to the football. The way it's going, although there is a lot for sure he's loving that comment, by the way. Obviously there Djokovic going long with a forehand, so it is 15 love 15 on the Djokovic service. Rune will try and get back to this very much, but that's a good serve there from Djokovic. Djokovic's serving is so good. I guess we talk about Djokovic's serving so much now that it's no longer an underrated part of his game. Djokovic first serve. He's going to get it in. How much Rune would love to get to 15-30 just to put a bit of pressure on Novak. As we've got a little backhand exchange here, although Djokovic now runs around the backhand and gets onto the forehand. What do we think, Djokovic? Backhand, forehand, which is the biggest strength for him as Rune dumps it into the net? That was a tame way to finish that rally. So it's 30-15 to Djokovic. 28 people watching right now. The last 13 points, by the way, has been Djokovic 10 points, Rune 3. Probably put that out on Twitter. Let's tweet that out to the masses. There we go. Boom. There you go. Back to the match. Second serve here for Rune to look at. Won't want to go 4-1 down. Yeah, so if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification button too. Oh, he's gone long on the return. He went big, he went aggressive, but he also went long. Holger Rune. Don't know why they've taken the score away. Oh, he's going to challenge. Oh, but it was well long. That was an unusual challenge. Ah, thanks for that. Yeah, nice little bit of trivia there for us. Novak Djokovic is 6-1 in finals at the Paris Masters. The only loss was to Khachanov in 2018. Nice bit of stat attack there from Shuhei. Thanks for that. Forehand return into the net from Holger Rune, and it is 4-1 Novak. Really now this first set is almost done. Obviously a double break will just about seal it for the Serb. Yeah, 33 of you there. Make sure you hit that like button as well on this video. I need your support. I need your love. Therefore, hit the like button as well. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. 4-1 Novak. Can anything stop him in this set or even today? As we have our Mouratoglou there having a good old sharing his thoughts now on the channel. Obviously, he's now taken over as Rune's full-time coach in the last few weeks. And it's coincided, obviously, with a good run of form. Obviously, winning in Stockholm, beating Tsitsipas in the final. How much would he have loved to have played Tsitsipas today rather than Djokovic? Not done yet, of course. It's just one break in this first set. Djokovic obviously serving amazing, but it's not impossible to break his serve. They do say that this court has quickened up this week, though. At least they were saying that before the tournament started. I don't know which one of the two players today that might favour. Thing is with Novak, he can just adapt immediately, you know. Are we going to see Novak in Australia? Let me know in the live chat whether you think so. Of course he did, yeah. Good point, Trehery, yeah. Mouratoglou had a double-header semi-final session yesterday, so he probably just stayed there for the whole day. Nice to see we've got a few new followers on Facebook. Thank you for that. I won't dare try and pronounce your names. My apologies. I'm not so good at pronouncing all names, particularly the non-Anglo-Saxon ones. Rune, of course, cannot afford to lose his serve here, but that's a lovely forehand there. Nice 1-2 there. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. 4-15 love. 1-4, though. Are we a fan of these Nike shirts that various players such as Alcaraz and Rune have been sporting this week? I think they're okay. I know some people are really big fans. I think it was Jethro was commenting on it the other day. Djokovic there, just a series of forehands. You don't want to be getting deep into a rally with him. Nevertheless, he does put that forehand into the net, so it's an unforced error from Djokovic. Doesn't look too happy with that, but obviously with a 4-1 lead, he's got some insurance in the bank, so to speak. Insurance in the bank? You know what I mean. He's got some breathing space. Don't think you can have insurance in the bank, can you? 30 love, Rune. Forehand return for Novak. It's a defensive forehand return. Backhand, though. What a winner from Novak Djokovic. 30-15. Excellent backhand down the line. So many people have been hurt by that. I think I saw an excellent backhand, for example, that he did to Tsitsipas yesterday. Tsitsipas probably just left the door open a bit too wide. Nevertheless, Novak just killed him. Hey, Veterana, thanks for your comment there. LA Jocko, we can see who you're supporting. Nice to have you on board. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit those like buttons as well. Novak there. Good volley, though, from Rune at the net, covering it really well. Obviously, Novak going for the cross-court forehand there, as is his wont. One of his preferred types of shot. I think he's more likely to go across court. I think somebody else also mentioned that on Twitter the other day. And that's really good net coverage there from the Dane. Really good reflexes, particularly how close to the net he was. Arguably a bit too close to the net, possibly. But what do I know? I'm not in the top 20 in the world, so I think Rune probably knows a little bit more about where to stand on a tennis court. Backhand return there. Forehand. Oh, is that landed in? Yes, it has. What a forehand there, Rune. 4-2. Nice. Oh, that's a really good point there, by the way. I love that one from Shuhiri. The Nike outfits blend in with the courts, much like our bubble today. Yes, the colours there are very, very similar to the Talking Tennis logo and design. But we'll let Nike get away with that. It looks like Vedrana's a huge Djokovic fan, by the way. Vedrana, where are you watching from, by the way? And hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Also, everyone in the live chat, let me know, where are you watching today's match from? 4-2 Novak serving for a 5-2 lead. Forehand return from Rune goes long. Probably didn't quite anticipate that serve well enough. Probably couldn't, still getting a grip on the Novak serve. Thank you, Ahmed, for your like on Facebook. Really appreciate that. Let's put this stat out there as well. Some nice. Okay, cool. Backhand there, but Rune's in trouble here on this point, and he's lost it. 30 love. No break points as yet on the Novak serve. And for actual fact, since the first game where he did get pushed to deuce, he was 40 love up, Novak, on his first serve. There's some nice stats there as well up on the screen. Novak winners 8-6, but it's the unforced errors where he's really bettering his opponent, where Rune's on 9, Novak is on 4. Goes down the tee with that serve. Is it an ace? That was called fault, but Novak is challenging. I think it might have just landed in. Let's see. Let's see, how close is this? No, it is out. Just wide. Novak to serve. 30 love, second serve. Backhand return is pretty good from Rune. Now he's on the backhand again, but he's put it into the net. Had a big chance there for a backhand winner. As we have a quick look at Goran in the crowd. Goran Ivanisevic. Wimbledon winner in 2001, was it? 2001 he won Wimbledon. I think Leighton Hewitt won it in 2002, and I think Federer's first one was 03. So I'm going to say 2001 when he beat Pat Rafter in not the highest quality final in Wimbledon history, but certainly high on drama. And it was great, obviously, being played on a Monday. People's Monday, I think they called it, something like that. Yeah, that was a shocker. Shocker of a forehand from Rune. Yeah, oh dearie me. Barely reached the net, that forehand. Novak wins 5-2. Wins the game. Barely reached the net, that one, Shuhiri. So, Novak, is he going to win this set 6-2? Or is it going to be 6-3? Or is Rune going to get a break back? Let's put that comment, by the way, the shocker of the forehand there. I think couldn't agree more there. Has Rune got a chance today? Anyone predicting Rune to win, by the way? I mean, anyone who thought it before the match or even currently, fair enough. I will be getting Shuhiri on at the end of the match as well, just for a debrief as well. So I will be getting your thoughts, Shuhiri. Feel free as well if you want to come on at the end of the set, particularly if there's a lengthy changeover. Obviously, sometimes the players do obviously find some. So the players take back the court. Obviously now we've got Rune here needing to hold serve. Two-five. Of course, if he was to lose serve here, Novak will be serving first as well. So be interesting to see. That's a nice 1-2. There was a really good serve from Rune and a nice way to bring up 15 love. Forehand from Rune. Maybe should have approached the net there. Well, we'll see if he wins the point or not. On the forehand of Rune, forehand of Novak, backhand Rune, backhand slice from Novak. Good forehand there, though, from Rune. But now, can he win this point? Not sure he can. He's going to get lobbed. No, he's not. Good smash. Good jump and smash. Yeah, thanks for the follows on Facebook, by the way. Getting quite a bit of interaction and traction on Facebook. Maybe it's Facebook Sunday. Feel free to come and join us on YouTube as well. Get your comments in on Facebook too. Get your comments in on YouTube. Let us know what you think of today's match and also the Paris Bercy tournament as a whole. Has Rafa got any chance in Turin, either of winning? Do we think Rafa's getting out of the group in Turin? I'm not so sure. 30 love, Rune. $30.15 now. We'll look at, I think that's Rune's father we're looking at right there. $30.15. We're in the midst of a rally here. Djokovic loves a good rally. Backhand Djokovic, forehand Rune. Backhand, that's a good backhand there from Rune. Good forehand, comes into the net. Comes into the net. Oh my goodness me! Tweener from Rune. That was what a lob there from Novak. What a lob. We went for the tweener from Rune, which I think was probably the right decision. I don't think it was enough time for him to get around that, but it was a really good. I mean, there's just a net cord there. May well have just given Novak a slight advantage, but still, he took advantage of that with an excellent lob. Rune then goes for the tweener, lets it drop probably just a little bit too much. It's a really tricky shot anyway. 30 all. Novak just 2 points away from winning the set. Novak return. Defensive return, but he's now in the midst of a rally. Good backhand from Rune. Rune approaches the net. Backhand volley. Nice played. Holger. Obviously, we've got the WTA finals coming up this evening. We'll be bringing you that on the channel as well. I know Nick will be taking you through the coverage there. Rune again coming into the net, and he's won that point because Novak puts the attempt at the pass wide. So it's 5-3, keeping him honest, as we say. Djokovic, though, to serve for this first set, 5-3. Just 32 minutes racing through this set. At this rate, could be done in an hour. Five-3 Novak. Novak serving for the set. Oh, that's a nice little tweet there. What we've got, Djokovic on Holger. It reminds me of myself. I can see it. The sheer insubordination, the uber aggressiveness. Young Djokovic was going for shots more, and then ground strokes. The willingness to improve week in, week out. Fascinating period coming up. Yeah. Nice comments there from Novak. Looks like there's a challenge here. How's this one going to be? Yeah, I like that. Djokovic 5-3, 7 for the set. Excellent. Oh, it bounced on the line. Bounced on the line. They'll have to replay that point then, I think. Oh, no. Novak's won it. Sorry, my apologies. My bad. 15 love. Let's get back to the live chat. Nice comment there from Shuhui. Hi, Dalibor. Nice to have you on board today. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. And hit that notification button so you don't miss out on anything. We've got so much coming up in the next few weeks. Obviously, tonight we'll have the WTA semi-finals, both of them back-to-back, brought to you by Nick and Friends. Nick Carter, make sure you give him a follow on Twitter as well. He's always giving some nice stuff as we're in the midst of a rally here. Good forehand there from both players, as it turns out. Novak just clipping the line. 30 love, 2 points away from the set. Yeah, so this evening we'll have both women's semi-finals, and might bring you the final tomorrow night, depending on the time it happens. We'll see how that pans out. But we'll certainly have the semi-finals. Obviously, we've got ATP finals to come. We'll be giving you wall-to-wall coverage of that, so make sure you subscribe to the channel not to miss out on any of the stuff there. We'll also be bringing you some excellent shows in November and December, reviewing some of the best matches of the year, both on the ATP and the WTA side. Novak here looking to go 40 love. And he's got it, 40 love. 3 set points. Going for number 7 today. We've got a Serb there in the crowd, holding that up as he goes for number 7. Love Novak. Just playing around. Oh, and he's done it. Game and first set, Djokovic wrapping that up in just over half an hour, 35 minutes. I don't even think Novak's played excellently today. I think he's done enough, but he's not had to produce his absolute best so far. Vedrana, they're obviously very happy. There we go, 6-3. Get to see a bit more of my face. Not that you necessarily want to see that. That's a nice little screenshot I will take and put on Twitter. Maybe Shrihui can share this tweet while we have this little pause between the 2 sets. I'm going to post this on Twitter now, Shrihui, so just get some nice stats out there, and we can probably share that on the screen. I think I've just tweeted that. What are your thoughts on the first set? Let me know in the live chat, people. Great, thanks for that, Shrihui. Yeah, let's have a quick look at some of those stats in detail, maybe giving us a bit of an idea regarding that first set. 10-9 on the winners count. Hi, Shrihui, how you doing? 10-9 on the winners count there. And the unforced errors, obviously, 12-5. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. I just said, I don't know if you agree, Shrihui, that so far, Djokovic, we've seen glimpses of his best, but he's not had to show his absolute best to win that first set. What do you think? Am I being harsh?
No, I agree with you, actually. He has played well enough to take the set. He's not done much wrong, not anything wrong, I would say. He has drawn quite a bit of errors from Rune. Of course, there were quite a bit of pretty bad unforced errors with the forehand. We saw that he, dumped to the bottom of the net, while approaching it. And I think 2 or 3 double faults from Holger Rune. 4 of them, actually. So I think that was you can't afford that against Novak Djokovic, especially if you are to beat him. The first set is really key. I can't even recall when Novak has lost a Masters final from a setup. No. I was just actually looking up that stat, and I think he's played probably around more than 50 Masters finals at this point. I can't recall any that he's lost from a setup very distinctly. So yeah, if Holger has to do it, he has to take the scenic road.
Yeah. By the way, maybe Novak wants to get this done so he can get to see the United match as well.
Oh yeah, he does like Manchester United. Yeah.
Does he? I know he likes his football. He loves his basketball. I think he's probably more of a basketball fan, though. I think that's fair, right?
Yeah. In football, he does like AC Milan and Real Madrid. I do remember this picture where he's holding up a Manchester United jersey. There are a couple of Serbian players as well for Manchester United.
Yes,
you have Vidic. You had Vidic in the past. Also Matic, yes, exactly. Nemanja Matic, right? So maybe he has a soft spot for Manchester United for that reason alone. Yeah, who knows? Actually, wait, what did happen in the Chelsea versus Arsenal game?
Actually, I'm not sure. I know it's 1-0 to Arsenal as they were heading.
Oh yeah, they did win 1-0.
Did they?
Okay, Chelsea is my team, right? And it's just depressing at this point. Ever since they lost to Brighton, right, 4-1. Oh Lord, that was Graham Potter's old club.
I'm
2 own
guessing
goals for Bercy.
Vedrana is either a French speaker or she's in France because she did ask me if I could speak French. Je ne parle pas français, Vedrana. Je parle anglais et espagnol et allemand. There we go. Just a little bit of French there for you, Shahid. Not that I speak much French. Basically, I was just
Yeah, I
saying I
mean,
don't
I
speak.
did learn a bit of French, quite a bit of French in high school. I was able
Okay.
to speak to an extent. All of it, all of that's forgotten right now. My memory escapes me big time when it comes to French. I can sort of speak a few sentences at this point, but yeah, it was a long time ago, like almost 10 years. Yeah, 9 years ago at this point.
Yeah. Well, the
Right.
second set is underway, it would seem. I'm just going to get
I'll
my.
dip out.
Yeah.
Hope this is the last set of this tournament, of course. Yeah.
No problem, Shuhui. We'll be speaking to you again at the end of the match anyway. So go back. Hopefully you can relax and enjoy this second set.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll see you soon.
Take care.
Yep.
So yeah, Djokovic obviously sealing the first set 6-3, and he's got 2 break points already on the Rune serve. It's just clipped the net there, so it's still a first serve, of course, for the Dane, but 2 break points already at the beginning of the second set as Novak looks to close in on a second Paris Bercy title. Second serve to look at now as well because he's gone long. I think it was long, might have been wide actually. So, that was a good chance there for Novak on the forehand return on the second serve. Got a comfortable racket on it, but he put it into the net, 30-40. Yeah. I don't know what you thought of my French, Federana. Break point number 3, because it was love 40 initially, but he's got saved 2 break points already, Rune. Can he save a third? He's really got to, I would suggest, if he really wants to have a big chance of winning this match and just to hold his serve in this first game. So vital. 42 minutes up on the clock. Novak there. Now deep into the rally. This is not good news for Rune. Not a bad backhand from Rune, but he's on the forehand now, exchanges. Novak looking to attack on the forehand. I think he's got to get this point, is he? Is he going to win this point? Should do. Oh, wow, Rune! Holger Rune, take a bow. Wow, 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 Holger. I'm sure Shrivi, like me, thought Novak was in charge at that point, thanks largely to that excellent forehand. Rune on the defensive. Maybe could have done better with a smash there, Novak, but let's take our hats off for Rune. He won't be removing his hat, of course, but Rune there, what a shot. Yeah, nice. Get the stats up for us in the first set, at least 4 now. Thanks for that, Shrihui. What a shot there, though, from Holger Rune. Wow, wow, wow. But it's a long way to go yet still. Still juice and could easily be a 4th break point for Novak. First serve here, really vital for Rune. Goes long with the first serve. So Novak's going to get a second serve to look at. Novak will be very disappointed, though, when he had that second serve to look at a couple of points ago. I really think, bearing in mind, it's probably the best return of all time. Second serve here, Novak. This time he gets a good return. Wow, good forehand, though, from Rune. Good forehand, because it was a really good return this time from Novak. Really making Rune work hard for the point. Excellent forehand. Now it's game point. From love 40, he's just won 4 points in a row to bring up game point. Huge, huge, huge hold, if it happens. Game point, Rune. 43 minutes on the clock only. Goes long again. He's missing quite a few first serves. Not that it's mattering too much, having just won 4 points in a row. But he is missing that first serve. I just see Stefan Edberg in the background there, actually. Forehand return from Novak. Forehand again from Novak on the forehand of Rune. So he just hit the line there, Rune, I think. Nice forehand down the line there. I think Rune is just starting to come into this match a little bit, but he's going to have to come into it a lot more if he's going to win, of course. Oh, a net cord there. Oh, a little sort of tweener shot there, sort of Nick Kyrgios-esque. Between the leg shot is probably the right way to say, actually. As he's on the defensive now, Rune. Novak should win this point. I think he will. Oh, yeah, he has. Rune was in trouble there, really, throughout that point. Juice. as Vedrana says in the private chat there on Facebook, it's not done yet. What do we think about that under through the leg shot there from Rune? Are you impressed, or maybe that doesn't impress you much, like Shania Twain? But he really was in trouble throughout that point, and Novak did great. Yeah, this game duration now is heading towards its 8th minute. Just 2 juices. There's been some good rallies, I guess. Oh wow, we've got 57 of you watching right now. This is breaking records for Talking Tennis to have so many people watching us live. Thanks for joining us today. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Smash from Holger Rune brings up game point again, but he's really puffing right now because he's really being made to work for this. Novak Djokovic going for his 7th title, of course, today. As Shrihui mentioned earlier, he's only lost once in a final to Khachanov in 2018. Will it be loss number 2 in a final today? Not looking that way at the moment, of course, having won the first set. Ghosty, nice to have you back on board. Where have you been? This is turning into an epic game, by the way. First serve into the net again. Holger, when are you going to get a first serve in, my friend? Casual tweener like a boss there, Ghosty, yeah. Oh, is it a double fault? Double fault? Or is it an ace? Let's have a look. I think it's going to be a challenge. So it's either double fault or ace. Yep, double fault it is. Too many in the first set, but I did mention this the other day. Who was it was double faulting against Novak? I think it was Cressy. I think it was in the 2nd or 3rd round. Cressy was double faulting a lot, but it's kind of understandable when you've got the best returner of all time. You really have got to be aggressive on that 2nd serve. At last, though, Holger Rune gets a first serve in, and this time Novak puts it into the net. Again, maybe Novak could have done better, bearing in mind just how good he is. Novak there just stretching the legs a little bit. Remember him doing that a few times against Rafa at Roland Garros this year to indicate a little bit of fatigue. Advantage Rune, game point, shot clock, shot clock, shot clock. Oh, this time he's not getting the first serve in. Yeah, no worries, Ghosty. We all got our commitments. What do you thought the match so far? Backhand return there. Backhand slice from Holger. Forehand Novak. Forehand Holger. Good forehand there from Holger, actually. Backhand from Holger. Forehand from Novak. Forehand from Novak once again. Oh, what a shot there from Holger Rune. Or has it gone long? I think it's gone long, but he's a challenge again. I think it's gone long, but he's challenging. Let's see. Again. The umpire says, I think it was out. Oh, it's clipped the line, my friend. It has clipped the line. He's not happy. He's not happy with that call. But at least it clipped the line and he's won the point and he's won the game. One love, Holger Rune. Let's post a nice screenshot of that. Okay, we've got a nice tweet there. Novak has never lost a Masters final after winning the first set. Good tweet there, Shrihari. And you're getting some compliments from Ghosty there, San. Good stat. I'm going to post a screenshot of the match as well in its current state. So maybe we can put that up on the screen, Shrihari. Just sent a nice little pic of the current score. Thank you for Shrihari. Doing your stuff, doing a great job. Hopefully you're still enjoying the match. That was a really good game, by the way, people. Really good game. Ghosty, has Rune got any chance of coming back into that? That was a really huge win, really, that first game. I mean, obviously Love 40 down, and then he was struggling to get over the line. A couple of double faults. Quite possibly he's doing those double faults, of course, because as I said, Novak is so good on the return. Holger lost mentally before he entered the arena. Well, it's not done yet, Ghosty. It's not done yet. That's all I'll say. Man United, obviously, half-time against Aston Villa. 2-1 down, but considering we were 2-0 down for a large part of that first half. I'm not too disappointed with that. Anybody think that Holger's got a chance today? Especially obviously having lost that first set, really. Got a few new followers on Twitter. Great. Thank you, Kudzai Macheza. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. Thanks for the follow on Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Ali, as well. Really getting quite a bit of traction today. What we've got there on the screen, I'm just trying to read that there. I just going to expand the screen so I can see it a bit more clearly. Thanks for this tweet as well. Novak never lost a Masters final win the first set. Just read 30-0 after he wins the first set. Yeah, nice response there from Yeshwant. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly, Yeshwant. But really good stats from both of you. 30-0, insane levels. Not sure that this is done yet, Ghosted. That's all I'll say. Just all I'll say. Despite that incredible stat that Shrihari mentioned, despite that obviously incredible stat from Yeshwanti as well. But really big hold there for the Dane in that first game. Let's get back to the match. I need to play around with my phone so I can see exactly what's going on. Oh, I think I pressed the wrong button. Don't want to be seeing the basketball. Tennis is the game. Oh, Rune. Rune, 15-30 on the Novak serve. If he was to break here, as we near the hour mark, that will be interesting. Forehand into the net. That was a chance there. Wasn't the most potent of serves. Plenty of speed on it, 171, but Rune comfortably getting his racket on there. Obviously, Vedrana giving her support for her man today there, saying she hopes for a Novak win. Certainly he's looking good for it right now, particularly as he's got it back to 30 all on his serve here. Rune yet to have a break point. Am I right in saying that? I don't think he's had a break point yet on the Novak serve. But of course, if he wins this next point, that's exactly where we'll be at. Forehand Novak. Backhand Rune. Forehand Novak. Novak very much in charge at this point. Forehand as he comes into the net, but he's gone long, Novak. Novak Djokovic going long with the forehand. That was an unforced error and a half, if you know what I mean. Breakpoint Novak, breakpoint Holger Rune. Ivanisevic not happy with that. I couldn't really stay tuned throughout yesterday, Ghosty. How was the match with Jack and Isabel yesterday? I think Isabel had a slight cold. So thanks for her for seeing us through. Yeah, Shrihari, you're absolutely right. That was a terrible forehand miss. Breakpoint Holger Rune. Breakpoint Holger Rune. I'll talk you through this point because this is going to be big. Second serve is in there from Novak. Novak on the backhand. It's a decent backhand. Good depth though there from Holger Rune. Not bad depth on the second one. Backhand Holger Rune. Forehand Novak. Forehand to forehand right now. Novak goes wide. Break off serve. Holger Rune. Yes, indeed, Vedrana. I know you and the Serbs fans will be very disappointed with that. Long way to go in this set. It is only 2-love, but at last, Holger Rune has got a foothold in this match. 17 minutes this set so far. Novak, of course, not happy there. Couple of really unusual forehand errors, I would suggest. Let's tweet that out there as well about the errors, as we can see that I'm just going to tweet this out so Shrihari maybe can get it up on the screen as well. Give me a second. Just get this. There you go. There's the tweet. I'm sure our good friend Shrihari in the background will be getting that up on the screen for us shortly. Back to the match anyway. Let's see, of course, can Holger Rune consolidate that break for what would be a very commanding 3-love lead in this second set. Loses the first point on serve. Novak there, very disappointing looking. Novak. I'll just remove the score briefly so you can see that stat. Obviously, we saw lots of unforced errors from Holger Rune in the first set, but actually they're on a par at the moment with 5 each in the second set. Novak still shaking his head, by the way. Doesn't seem particularly happy with the way this set is panning out. It is 2-love. Love 15 on the Rune serve. Is that a... Oh, he's really upset right now. It's 15 all. Novak not happy at all. Anyway, it's 15 all. Nice. Novak, since he had... What's that one there? I'll just have a quick look at this. Thanks, Rui, for this. I think it's going to be funny. Novak, since he had BPS. There you go. Nice one. Okay, back to the match anyway. 15 all. Novak. Oh, that's lovely. You cannot teach that. Novak Djokovic. Lovely little backhand volley. Dinked over the net. Lovely touch from the Serb. 15-30 as he looks to break back as quickly as he possibly can. It's turning into a good match, Vedrana. You're absolutely right. $15-30 now. Novak having a little sniff on the serve. It's a good backhand defensive return there. Forehand winner from Rune. Ah, great. Ashley, by the way, I just see a nice message from you on Twitter. Thank you for that. Great that Ashley will be joining Nick and probably Miles as well for the WTA semi-finals this evening. I think it'll be 9:45 Central European time, 8:45 GMT. So make sure you tune in for the WTA semi-finals. We're going to have Maria Sakkari up against Caroline Garcia first, followed by Iga Swiatek, Sabalenka. That'll be exciting. Nick, Miles, and Ashley will be taking you through those matches. Back to today's match anyway. Backhand now. We're in the midst of a rally here at 30 all. Good depth there from Novak with that slice. Always gone long with the backhand there. Few unforced errors here. There was a couple on the forehand, of course, when he got broken serve as we approached the hour mark. It's now game point, Rune. Backhand goes long there as well from Djokovic. Unforced errors. Game point for 3-love. Holger Rune. Yeah, I think my stream might be just a slight tad behind, Sam, so I do apologise for that. I'm watching on Sky Sports. I'm not sure what you're watching it on. What were you watching on? Is it Amazon Prime, maybe, if you're in the UK? I'm not sure. Tennis channel, tennis TV. Backhand slice. Both players. Holger Rune comes into the net. Oh, Novak, that's lovely. That's lovely. Juice. This is really hotting up. I tell you, this match. It's a good backhand there from Novak. He will be ruining those unforced errors because if it wasn't for those, you know, he'd probably be running away with this. Oui. Okay, Holger Rune to serve. It's an ace. It's an ace from the Dane. Advantage Holger Rune. Second game point. Here we go. Just get a nice picture of the match. Up. Game point Holger Rune. Novak in charge at this point. Brings it back to Juice. Good work, Novak. Good forehand there. That time he wasn't going to go loose with a forehand. Who's second favourite in Turin? I'm saying Felix right now. Tsitsipas third favourite? Or maybe probably Medvedev. Medvedev third, probably. Fritz. Oh no, Villa taking a 3-1 lead. Oh, dearie me. What's going on with United today? I was really pleased. Of course, they get a new coach, don't they, Villa? New coach bounce. Talking of bounces, Holger Rune is bouncing. 3-love with an ace. A couple of aces there in that game, helping him seal a 3-love lead. There we go. Yeah, I think it is Fritz Ghosty that's replacing Carlitos. Pretty sure that's how it is. Let's just have a look at the ATP Finals lineup. Yeah, Rafa, Casper Ruud, who would also be an outsider for me. Novak Djokovic, Daniel Medvedev, Felix, and Andrei Rublev. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then Taylor Fritz, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody in the live chat, if I'm wrong with saying Taylor Fritz is the guy, but I think it is Fritzy. No worries, Vedrana. I understand your English perfectly. Parfait, Vedrana. I understand your English just great. 3-love Rune in this second set. If Novak was to win this next game, making it 3-1, I'll be just like the football. Yeah, it is Fritz. That's what I thought. Yeah, tune in this evening. Tune in to Nick, Miles, and Ashley for the semi-finals of the WTA in Fort Worth. Feel free to give me your thoughts on that in the live chat as well. Obviously, we've got Holger Rune here playing Novak Djokovic at Paris Bercy, but feel free to let me know what you think about those semi-finals. Sakkari playing really well, but we all know about her when she goes deep in tournaments and how that pans out. Ego, I think, will be the favourite, but Sabalenka, of course, could have beaten her in New York, so that'll be an interesting semi-finals. Well, I think both of them could post 3 sets, actually. Probably I'll go Ego in 3, and Maria will beat Garcia. My only fear is with Maria that I think it'll be straight sets, but if it's not and it gets tight, I mean, I know she has she won a couple of 3-set matches in Guadalajara recently, but yeah, I do like Sakkari, Sam. I've got a soft spot for her, put it that way, just because I don't know. I just feel as though I want her to win a slam. She's one of those players that I don't want to, at the end of her career, never having won a slam. I think that would be sad, would be a travesty. Yeah. 15 all here, Djokovic on his serve. $52 people watching right now. Make sure you hit that like button. How many likes are we on, by the way? I have no idea. Oh, 12 likes. It's all right. But hit that like button, people. I want to get up to 20 likes before I want to get to 20 likes as soon as possible. So if you are watching on YouTube, hit that like button, people. Djokovic now 30-15 on his serve here. Djokovic goes down the tee, and it's an ace, 40-15, Novak Djokovic. $40-15 Djokovic. Love 3, of course, though. Gets on the board in this second set, 1-3. Nice there. We're just bringing up a tweet there. Thank you for that, Shriri. Let's see what it says. Just a quick reminder that when Novak Djokovic and Holger Rune played in the US Open last year, Novak gifted Rune a game at 5-love in the 4th set because Holger struggled with cramps. Novak was impressed with how Rune was fighting and not giving up, so he didn't want to bagel him. Well, that's an interesting point. Thanks for that. Did Rune win the first set? Am I right with that? Did Rune win that first set that day? Just trying to remember. I remember some of the other match. I think Jenson Brooksby as well. Did he won a set against Novak? Maybe that was the first set as well. Probably back then, I would have thought Brooksby was probably ahead of Rune in terms of trajectories, but right now it's very much Rune. What's that about? Second serve speed. I'm going to post that on Twitter as well. Get that up on Twitter for you as well, Shrewy, so we can get that out to the masses. There we go, just put that on Twitter. Anyway, back to the match. Where are we at? Imagine if Rune wins. Long way to go yet. Mind you, 40 love, 3 game points for a 4-1 lead. Thanks, Rihui. There we go. That's cool. Yeah, while it stays 3-1, we can leave that off. Oh, could well be 4-1 in a second. Yep, it is. It is 4-1. Thanks, Shrewy. You were faster. Nice work. Djokovic to serve, 1-4 down. His father there with a little clenched fist this time, next to Patrick Mouratoglou. Thank you for the like on Twitter, Rupak. Nice to have you. Come join us on Facebook, on where are we? YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, you name it. We're everywhere. We're all over. Vedrana there asking my opinion on Djokovic. Well, what can you say? I mean, I think he's the best player in the world right now. Can't say much more than that. And I think really there is a debate to be had about their years. If Novak wins today and then wins the ATP finals, I think you can certainly make a case for saying that he's had the best 2022, despite missing half of it due to his COVID stance. How's the United match going? We won half an hour ago. Deary me. What is going on with United today? I think I have to take a draw right now. Novak number 1. So we have a quick look at some of the people in the audience. Has Holger Rune got a chance? Well, break up 4-1. Second set, take it to a decider. What's been the difference in this second set? Is it a drop from Novak? Is it an upping as well? I think probably a bit of both, as it often is in tennis. The Djokovics. Yeah, it's probably a bit of both, I would suggest. I know that is a kind of a predictable comment, but we have seen a slight drop from Djokovic, but Rune has been there to take advantage. To be fair, nice attack and backhand return there from Rune. Forehand now from Novak. Backhand. Good volley there, though, from Novak. 15 love. An hour and 8 minutes. We're flying through these sets. Guess we've not had too many juices. That's probably a large part of it. What do you think about this scenery behind me? Are you impressed? $15 love Novak. Let me know in the live chat, by the way, this scenery behind me, where is it? I'll post your comment on the screen if you get it right. Where in the world is this scenery from in the background? 30 love Novak. Getting up a nice little tweet up there on screen. What we got going on here? The man with the IKEA bag. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. Those IKEA bags can be useful, though. I get it. 40 love Djokovic. Yeah, Rune's hit 5 double faults in this match. But like I say, I think it's often down to the person on the other side of the net. Ooh, he's gone along with the forehand there, Rune. So it's 4-2 now. By the way, I'm loving your the way you're writing the scores up there, Shrehui. I think it's just perfect. Better than I've done, actually. But which part of the world? If you get the country right, I might well post it on. But if you get the city right, I'll definitely post it up. Forehand return Novak. Oh, what's gone on with my feed? Oh, Rune there. 15 love. Yeah. You wanna see it a bit more clearly there, Sam? Let me know if you want any clues. Beautiful. It is just a picture, I hasten to add. It's not the real view from behind me. That would be pretty cool. Nice guess, Ghosty. Nice guess, Cape Town, but no. Maybe we'll start with a continent. Good forehand winner there from Djokovic, 15 all. You need a clue. Well, you've got the wrong continent, put it that way. Bit closer to home for me. That's a good forehand winner there from Novak. Nice comment there from Shrehui. Yeah, at the moment now, Novak is holding with ease. Oh, Holger Rune, backhand volley. Should have done better with that one into the net. Ghosty there saying Dover. No. Let's go back with this one. Just a nice little image of the match there. Got a nice Nole fan in the live chat there, Lilia. Nice to have you on board. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new. 15:30. This is a pressure point, Holger. How's your nerve? 15:30. Backhand now, Holger. Oh, what a backhand. What a backhand winner there from Holger Rune. 30 all. This will be a big hold. Big hold this will be. If he gets to 5-2, pressure back on Novak. Thanks for the like on Facebook. Voyin, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. 30 all. Down the tee from Holger. Goes for the drop shot. Not won the point just yet. Not yet either. Novak not giving up easily. Novak really fighting hard. But Holger Rune fighting hard as well. 40-30 game point Holger Rune. Swansea, Ghosty. Has Swansea ever had sun like this? Ever? Wrong country. Tell you what, Novak fought hard really well there, but in the end, it was just too much from Holger. Game point for a 5-2 lead. Holger Rune, first serve. No, well wide with that one. Boy, oh boy. Holger Rune, backhand return, Novak. What a return, Novak. Novak into the net. Holger Rune lofting up high. Novak with a smash. Not won the point just yet. Novak with... Oh! Listen. If Novak has a weakness, if he has one weakness, and by the way, it's probably the best weakness to have, it is on the smash. Anyway, Holger Rune wins, 5-2 lead. Deary me. Deary me, Novak. I mean, really, this, from Novak's point of view in particular, it has been a set of missed chances. Nope, not Copenhagen, Ghosty. Again, Copenhagen doesn't get weather like this. Oh, that's a nice one. Let's put that up. Oh, shit. There we go. That's what you want. Sorry, Shriri. I think we both pressed the button at the same time. Not over yet, Vedrano. Absolutely not. Not this set, not this match in any way, shape, or form. Interesting comment there, Alexander. By the way, nice to have you on board. Let me have a go at saying your surname, Alexander Vorotic. Give me a score out of 10, Alexander, for my pronunciation. Vedrano likes the comment on Facebook. Thanks for your likes there, Vedrano. Really appreciate having you on board today. Yeah, it was a horrific half volley. Good picture as well. Thanks for that, Shuhui. Good work. Quite like the colour of the court in Paris, that sort of charcoal. I'm going to post that right now, the latest score as well. I'm sure who put that up on Twitter, so maybe we can get that up on the screen too. Just give me a second to post this picture. There we go. That gives us the latest score as well. Okay, let's see how this potentially last game pans out. Maybe not necessarily. I shouldn't really say that given that Novak is serving 2-5. 15 love. Thanks for that, Shuhu. Perfect. Yeah, nice colours there, Ghosty. By the way, no one's... Oh, I see someone saying Brest. That's a more reasonable guess, but no, it's not. You got the right continent, though. At last, we're on the right continent. Think of somewhere sunny. No prizes, unfortunately, today if you do guess this, but I'll put your comment up on the screen, and at least you'll get some prestige. Forehand return? No? Is that clip the net, maybe, from Novak? 30 love. Novak looking comfortable on serve most, basically since he was broken, as Shrihari mentioned there earlier. Ida Mo Vida says, thank you, Vida, for joining us today. 40 love, Novak. Three game points now. Goes long with the first serve. Yeah, Holger not really getting a look in, so he's constantly under pressure on his own serve. Backhand return from Holger. Novak with a forehand into the net. 40-15. This game's not done yet. It's not Brighton, Sam. You're getting colder again. The French suggestions were closer geographically. We just need somewhere a bit sunnier. 5-3 Holger Rune. Djokovic comfortably holding serve to 15. You're getting closer, Ghosty. You're getting closer geographically. Wrong country, but you're getting very close. I would say by car to Nice from here would be about 3 hours. That is a guess. So we've got Rune now serving for the set. Let's put that up on Twitter as well. So I'm sure we can just give us a nice little screen change. Here we go. Boom. Oh, that's good. That's good as well. Thanks, Shrihari. Right. Let's concentrate, though, because this could be a crucial game, one way or another, and to see how this match will pan out. I mean, if Holger Rune wins it, it's game on, obviously. There we go. 15 love, Holger Rune. 3 points away from the set. Gets his first serve in to the forehand of Novak. Backhand now of Novak. Backhand of Holger Rune. Has he clipped the line? I think he has. Novak nods his head. Recognises that was an amazing shot there from Holger Rune. 30 love. 2 points now from this second set. Is that statistic of having lost having won the first set and then being 30-0 up in Masters finals? Is that going to come to an end today? Long way to go yet, of course, even in this game. 30 love. Ooh, that was unlucky from Novak. Just clipped the top of the net, but stayed on his side. So it's 3 set points now for Holger Rune. Three set points, and he's got it. He has got it. Draws level, as Shrihari there writes in the banner there. Thank you for that, Shrihari. It was on the second serve of Holger Rune, to the disappointment of Novak fans, but to the delight of Holger Rune fans. Holger now levels it up at 1 set all. It was an amazing rally, to be fair, but Novak going for the drop shot didn't come off. Novak still favourite, but it's a big difference to where we were about half an hour ago. Game on. Game on. Third set. Shrihari, do you want to come on board and share your thoughts? Feel free to come and join us. Unfortunately, Haluf, we're not allowed to show the Shrihari. We're not allowed to show the match, but yeah, we can certainly talk you through it. Ashley, nice to have you on board. The Absolute Flex are streaming in front of that background. Ashley, can you guess where I am with this background? Shrihari, give me your thoughts on that set, please.
Yeah, well, Novak had love 40 in the opening game. Holger did really well to hold. I think that game was almost 10 minutes eventually. Breaks in the following game. Novak had a few sniffs, 15, 30, 30 all, but I think, it was mostly Rune serving really well. The 1-2 punch worked well too. Novak, again, very much like yesterday, quite a few more errors than he would have liked in the second set, but I'm still 30-0 in Masters finals after winning the first set. He's only lost 7 matches in the last 4 years from a setup. One to Cilic at Queens in the final in 2018, 2 of them to Bautista Agut in 2019, Doha and Miami, one to Medvedev in Cincinnati the same year, and then one to Tsitsipas in Shanghai, and to Team at the ATP finals. And of course, to Zverev last year at the Olympics, and to Alcaraz this year in Madrid. So still a heavy favorite, I would say. But again, the upset was never really off the cards.
Yeah, right. I mean, I completely agree that Novak is still very much the favourite in this match, but it's a very different match to where we were some half an hour ago. Let's just have a look at some of the stats from this set, and before you get back to the match. Obviously, this is set 2 statistics, very different to how the first set panned out. Let's have a quick look down the bottom there. I mean, Novak's stats in general still looking pretty good, particularly on the return. I mean, I think really it was a case of really those first 3 or 4 games. Rune gets the early break, obviously, for 2-love, but there were some loose forehands from Novak in that game, and that was it. And Rune holding serve massive in the first game. He breaks serve in the second, and that was the story of the set. Wham, bam.
Yep.
Listen, I'll let you get.
Set is just underway, so
yeah,
I'll dip out again, and
thanks,
hopefully we'll be back with good news.
See you, Spoon. Take
care.
care.
See you.
Okay, I'm going to get my eyes on the match. Because this third set is underway, and we saw just how crucial the beginning of the last set was, really, in how it dictated how the set was panning out. Novak takes a 15-love lead. $30-love Novak now. Novak here will be keen to obviously get off to a comfortable start in this set. It is 30-love right now. He'll be keen to get his service game over and done with relative comfort. As Shrihari mentioned, really, I mean, Novak was actually comfortable on his serve, really, with the exception of the game when he was broken, and he has been comfortable ever since. So I think that does bode well for him. It wasn't always the case for Rune that he was comfortable on his serve. Quite a few 30s and deuces. Novak with a forehand into the net there, 30-15. Novak serving here at 30-15. Nothing remarkable in this particular game to tell you about. Yeah, that is a decent point there from Shrihari. You're always at a slight advantage when you serve first. 40-15 Novak now. Second serve, is this now ready for Rune to look at? 40-15, 2 game points for Djokovic. Backhand there from Novak. Forehand from Novak. Into the net. One love. One love. I won't be singing too much, don't worry. Nice one, Shrihari. That's an appropriate picture for how it was for Djokovic in that in that second set. Of course, we're now into the third set. Novak off to a good start. One love. I think 70-30 Novak. He's just stretching a bit. I wonder if he is just feeling it a little bit. Not easy. You're right, Vedrana. Nobody's guessed where this picture is yet, by the way. Vedrano, are you in Paris, by the way? Are you watching him in Paris or somewhere in France? Rune, second serve, goes long there. Novak backhand return. It's a good return from Novak. Staying on the backhand. Now on the forehand of Novak to the backhand of Holger. Backhand's forehand drop. Oh, it wasn't even a drop, but it got a bit lucky there from Rune. It was an unusual defensive shot from him. At first I thought it was a drop shot. Ended up being quite deep. Maybe it deceived Novak as well, bringing up 15 love. Nice there from Vanch, friend of the show, of course. Djokovic is honestly so bad at attacking overhead sometimes. Yeah, I know what you mean, Vanch. I just think that if you're going to have one weakness, let's say, I think the overhead it's the best one because you're in charge of the point. And a good overhead wins 99% of the points. A bad overhead and you win 94% of the points, let's say. So it's still pretty good. Oh, that's a bad backhand slice from Holger Rune, 15 all. But I know what you mean. It's a good point, Vanch. I agree with you. I'm sure you'd be pleased with that, Vanch. You got my seal of approval. Vanch, if you are watching, come join us in the live chat. So, Djokovic leads one love in this set, but it's 15 all on the Holger Rune serve. That's a good serve from Holger. Should win the point. I think he made a mistake with the choice there, though, but he's got the smash anyway, 30-15. Holger Rune, by the way, celebrating every point like he's won the Grand Slam. (40-15) Holger Rune. Stefan Edberg there. I did mention him earlier. He is in the crowd. Obviously, Wimbledon winner. I'm going to say he won Wimbledon 3 times. Might be wrong on that. 1-1. Holger Rune gets on the board. Forehand return from Novak. There's a few forehand returns that he's dumped into the net today that I mean, listen, I know it was a decent serve from Rune. By the way, there's a few stretches and stuff from Novak. I don't think he's feeling 100% confident. It's not an injury, I don't think. I think he just wants to get that blood circulating. But I do remember similar stuff from him when he was playing Rafa at the French Open. Maybe that was a lack of tennis at that point. I don't think it will be the case right now. Bearing in mind, obviously, how he played 3 sets yesterday and he's played 3 tournaments in recent weeks. Good intensity from Holger. Puts his forehand in the net there, though. 15-love Novak. Novak to serve down the tee. It's a good serve. Novak in charge at this point. Excellent forehand winner, Novak. 30-love. 30-love. Novak Djokovic. 51 people watching live. Make sure you hit that like button, people. I need your love. I have no idea how many likes we're on, but last I saw it was 12 likes on YouTube. Let's get up to 20 if we haven't reached 20 already. Make sure you hit the like button. Novak to serve. 30-love. Out wide. 40-love. I do think Djokovic will prevail today, Vedrana. Yes. One way or another. He'll get it done. I said Novak in 3 at the beginning of the match. There you go. Let's see. Mind you, how comfortably he won that first set, I was starting to wonder if he would end up getting pushed to a third, but he has. That's a nice backhand winner from Novak, meaning 2-1 to him. And again, as Shrihui highlighted, he's just looking constantly comfortable on his serve. Holger Rune is incredible that not many talk. Yeah, fair point, Shrihui. I actually haven't really mentioned that much. In fact, I think there was a debate the other day. I think it was on Friday. I know Jamie and Jethro were talking about it during the live stream for Alcaraz, Holger Rune, who's better at the net. I went for Alcaraz. I'll still stick by that. I think they're both incredible at the net. I've just gone for Alcaraz because just of how good he was in the US Open final at the net in particular, and against Sinner in the quarterfinal when needed. But yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Holger Rune is very impressive at the net. Anyway, 2-1. As we're seeing some slow motion actions there. Nice images there from today's match so far. But really not getting in on his serve. He's just not coming close to the Djokovic serve right now. So that is boding well for Novak Djokovic, I would suggest. Got another tweet there. Let's have a quick look. What's that? Who has the worst smash on tour? Novak Djokovic. Well, certainly amongst the top players anyway. It's something that probably stands out as well just because of how so many other elements to his game are near perfect. Obviously, we're in a deciding set here. 2-1 now, though, to Novak Djokovic, as the pressure now obviously goes back on to Holger Rune. Just put a tweet out as well. I'm sure if you want to share that on the screen too, that would be great. I'll just add this for in the meantime while we go back to the match. So, like I say, pressure now a little bit on Holger Rune. 1-2. Here he is to serve. Holger Rune on the forehand. Backhand slice from Novak. Has a good slice. Drop shot from Holger Rune. Did it work? Did it double bounce? Don't think it did. Holger Rune has gone long. Holger Rune has gone long. Excellent play there from Novak Djokovic running that down. I wasn't sure if there was a double bounce, but I think he just managed to retrieve it. Excellent play from Novak. Maybe he'd just be a little bit... Oh, that's excellent play from Novak, getting that ball back over from there. Holger Rune on the stretch there, obviously going for the lob. It was the right shot, but he went long. So it's love 15. Down the tee, backhand there. If it goes love 30, by the way, I think will be a very interesting moment in this match. Backhand to the forehand of Novak, backhand of Holger Rune, backhand slice from Novak, backhand, they're just going cross court at the moment, but Novak cleverly changes it up. And it's the forehand long from Holger Rune. It is love 30. I do think Djokovic will win, yes, Vedrana. Now this is huge. Love 30. Yeah, I think Djokovic will, tends to prevail in these big matches. Let's see, though. This is just a huge game and even just a huge point right now. Love 30. Holger Rune, desperate for a first serve. Goes long, very long with the first serve. Yeah, good idea with that stat on the screen, Shrihui. It's love 30, but is it going to be love 40? We've got a challenge here. Could well be love 40. Then we'll be in huge trouble, and it is very long. Love 40. 3 break points. Novak Djokovic to take a 3-1 lead in this deciding set. And how comfortable he's been on serve for the last half an hour or so would suggest it will be a long way back for Holger Rune. But let's see. Love 40. 3 of the biggest points of Holger Rune's career. Holger Rune. He's done great. Done great today. Done great in the tournament so far, to be fair. Ace down the tee, 15-40. That's one of the break points back. 63 people watching live right now. Make sure you hit that like button, people, please. And subscribe to the channel if you're new, wherever that is. I'm not sure in which corner of the screen. And hit that notification button so you don't miss out on anything. 15-40. Holger Rune will be hoping he doesn't miss out on anything right now. 15-40. 2 break points for Novak. Second serve. Holger Rune. Would be a very bad time to bring up a double fault. Senor Rune. And it is a double fault. He went big on the second serve. He went big. I understand why he went big. But to his cost. 3-1 Novak Djokovic leads now. That's huge. Novak still stretching somewhat. 3-1 now, Novak leads. There he is. I think he's just talking to his team. That's a good image to bring up on the screen. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Shrihui, because I think you're right. It's a good point, because I think he was pointing to, I think it's just because he's stretching a bit. Maybe he wouldn't mind a trainer giving him a bit massage. We'll see when they have the next changeover. Anyway, he's in charge right now, very much so. Holger Rune goes wide. That's a forced error, I would argue, in the fact that Novak was so much in charge at that point. 15 love to the Serb. Does look like this could be a trainer coming on, just to give, I think it's just nothing just to worry about. I think he'll probably just want a massage, just to loosen those muscles up and get that blood circulating even more. 15 love. Down the tee. Forehand winner, Novak Djokovic, 30 love. I just want to put you at ease that I think the trainer will come on at the end of this game, but relax. It'll be he just needs a bit of a stretch. Unusual given how flexible we know he is. And by the way, Djokovic has won 10 of the last 11 points. 3-1 Novak Djokovic, 30 love. He's in a very good spot right now, the Serb. Forehand return is a good return from Holger Rune, but oh, he's got lucky there, Holger Rune, with a net cord. I mean, it was a really interesting point, and it was almost a perfect pass. Novak smiling to himself there after that net cord. Anyway, 30-15. Novak did well, really, to control that volley. Can't believe the net cord, can he? Gives himself a wry smile. Yeah, thanks for that, bringing that up. Good stat there. 10 of the last 11 points. Anyway, Novak with a backhand there. Backhand slice from Holger Rune. Backhand slice from Novak. Backhand slices. They're just exchanging slices right now. Oh, Novak goes wide with that one, so it's 30 all. Hmm. 30 all Novak. Big point this one. Oh, it's a good serve, Novak Djokovic. 40-30. Unreturnable. Big game, this one. You don't want to be going to juice here, particularly as he's quite keen to get... particularly as he's quite keen to get the old trainer on court, just to ease his muscles down. Novak Djokovic clips the net. He's gone long, so it's a second serve here for Holger Rune. I think he's only double faulted twice in this match. This wouldn't be a good time to get a double fault. Let's see. No, he doesn't. Backhand return is pretty decent from Holger Rune. Backhand slice is a good slice. Novak into the net, but he's passed quite comfortably Holger Rune. Listen, when the trainer comes on to give him a massage, it'll be very, very different if Holger Rune has just broken back, put it that way. I don't think he'll be quite so relaxed compared to a 4-1 lead. Backhand winners, Holger Rune winning that one, 10-5. Novak Djokovic to serve. Can he get a first serve in? Yes, he can. Forehand now, Novak Djokovic. Forehand, Holger Rune. Forehand, Novak Djokovic. Has he won the point? Not yet. Good defending from Holger Rune, but it's going to have to keep defending well. Novak comes into the net. Holger Rune, is he going to go for the lob? Oh, oh my goodness me, Holger Rune, take a bow. Break point. Djokovic again really at the net. Probably should have won that point, putting it in the one position where Holger Rune just stuck his racket out, won the point. Listen, it's good tennis. Well, it's dramatic. I don't know if it's good tennis. It's unorthodox at times, but it won the point, and that's all that matters. Break point, Holger Rune. But this is huge. It's a huge hold for Djokovic if it happens, and it's a huge break for Holger Rune if it happens, having just lost his serve. Break point, Holger Rune. Novak, we know how clutch he can be in these moments. Can he get a first serve in? I'm going to predict the first serve is going to come charging down. It's just a case of whether Rune is equal to it. Let's see. Djokovic serving. No, it just goes wide, but I think Djokovic is going to... someone's challenging it anyway. I think it was wide. Novak's not sure. Holger's not sure. It was wide. Second serve. My prediction. Somebody's laughing on Facebook. I'm very happy that you're having fun. Maybe it's my commentary. Maybe it was that unorthodox point. Either way, it's great to have you on board. Advantage Holger Rune. It's a break point. Second serve, Novak Djokovic. I said it before. This would be a bad time to get your third double fault of the match. He's been so consistent on serve. Doesn't double fault. Forehand return from Holger. Probably didn't do enough for that return, in my opinion. Forehand from Novak. Backhand from Holger. Now we're in the middle of a rally. Backhand. Forehand Djokovic. He's in charge of the point, I would suggest. Not quite, though, Djokovic yet. Backhand now from Holger Rune. Backhand from Novak. Forehand Holger Rune. Forehand Novak Djokovic. Forehand again Novak Djokovic. Forehand again Holger Rune. This time Novak Djokovic going to the backhand, which is a slice. Djokovic in charge of the point. Can Holger Rune pass? He can! And he's broken back. 3-2. 3-2. Wow. So, I'm guessing the trainer's going to come on for Novak. Not certain. Yes, here he is. I'm guessing he's going to get a little rub down. I'm going to take a screenshot of this Shrihari. He's getting a rub of the legs there. I'm going to put a couple of these on Twitter, maybe even 3 of them. as I say, it's nothing crazy to worry about. I'll post these pics on Twitter, and Shrihi will be sharing. Shrihi will be sharing. Can you see how tricky that was for me to say? I'll be sharing them with you in a couple of seconds. Let's get these pics out there. Boom, boom, boom. Add like this. Hopefully, we'll get those up for you. But that was a big break of serve. 78 of you watching now. Thank you for joining us. Some of you on Facebook, some of you on YouTube. I'm sure there's a few of you on Twitter as well. Wonderful that you've joined us today. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're watching us on Twitter, by the way, retweet as well. Please, please, please. What a comeback there. I don't know if you're from Denmark, Tommy. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. But anyway, there we go. Sure, who's getting some of these medical timeout images. Thank you for that up on the screen. Good work, Shriri, our excellent producer today. Anyway, I better get my screen back up because this is going to be a short timeout for the Serb as he gets a little bit of a rub down. I did suggest, though, don't worry too much. I don't think this is anything serious. It's just a case of getting that blood flowing as Novak retakes the court. Yes, make sure you hit that like button. Yes, sorry, not a medical timeout. I apologize. You're absolutely right, Shrihui, for correcting me. But what anyway, medical attention. What's the right terminology? Feel free to write that in the live chat as well. Shrihui, it's not medical timeout. It's a medical attention during the break. Anyway, this will be a huge hold here for Holger should he manage to do it. You don't want to get broken again. We've had 2 breaks of serve in a row. It's 2-3. Good serve from Holger Rune. Very much back in this match. Still making Novak the favourite. I'm going for 65-35 in Novak's favour. 15 love, Holger Rune. 86 of you now watching. Backhand return from Novak. It's a good return. It's an excellent backhand, though, from Holger Rune. Ooh, that is a loose volley. 15 all. If he goes on to lose this game, that will be a huge regret for him. If he loses this game and this match because of it, oh boy, that was a very, very, very loose forehand from Holger Rune that put it forehand volley into the tram line. Nevertheless, long way to go in this game yet. 15 all. But you don't want to be giving Novak chances. You don't want to be giving Novak too many free points, put it that way. 15 all. Rune to serve. Goes down the tee. It's a good serve. 30-15. Tell you what, Rune's looking the more sprightly. Shrihari and I, before the match, we were chatting about that and that maybe it might play a factor that obviously Djokovic was on second yesterday, so he had a bit less time to recover. And of course, he went to a third set deciding tiebreak, whereas Rune was done in no time, of course, winning in straight sets against Felix. Another good serve there from Holger. He's getting quite a few first serves in this game. It is only 30-15 right now, as they're in the middle of a rally. It's an excellent backhand from Novak. Good forehand from Novak. Is it enough to win the point? It is, because Rune, I think, was going for sort of a cross-come passing shot, stroke, lob, and it's 30 all. 30 all. These are a couple of big points right now. By the way, I wonder if we'll get 100 people watching live. That'll be a first for the channel. We've got 73 people watching live right now. Guys, tune in again this evening. We're going to be covering both semi-finals. Nick Carter will be bringing you live coverage of the 2 WTA semi-finals this evening. So come back and join us for that. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video and hit that notification button too. Thanks for joining us today. Holger there pushing out with the old shot clock, and he's gone long this time on the first serve. So Novak Djokovic, the best returner of all time, has a second serve to look at. Forehand return from Novak on the backhands now as they exchange backhands. It goes for the drop shot. Oh, excellent run down there, but he's won the point, Holger Rune. Tell you what, it was a really, really good drop shot from Holger Rune. And I tell you what, Novak did almost perfectly with the chase down, couldn't do much more. Rune, though, setting up the point there to win it with that drop shot as he changes his hat. I guess the previous one was a little bit sweaty. It felt like he was changing his hat, unless he just took off the hat and put it back on again. Don't know. Either way, not important. 40-30 points. Let me know your thoughts on this match so far. Which way is it going to go in the live chat? Let me know whether you think Holger Rune is going to win or Novak Djokovic. Right in the live chat. Oh, ace from Holger Rune, 3 all. Wow, I tell you what, I did not see this. I did not see this when it was 6-3 that first set, comfortably winning, and it was love 40 on the Holger Rune serve. Not in a million years did I expect us to get to the business end of a third set. Not in a million years. And then, of course, when Novak gets the early break in this deciding set, again, didn't really see Holger Rune fighting back. 3-all. Cool. Thank you for that. This is great, Shrewi. Thank you very much. Okay, Novak to serve. He's not a happy bunny right now. Not a happy bunny at all. 3-all. Tommy there supporting Joker, but he's not happy with the way it's going. Down the tee from Novak. Maybe getting in a few long rallies here, maybe a good idea, just in terms of the fatigue he would appear to be feeling. But Novak goes big on the forehand, 15 love, to the delight of the crowd, or at least the applause of the crowd, let's say. Well, the show is approaching the 2-hour mark, so I presume the match is 2. How long was yesterday's match between Tsitsipas and in terms of time? I guess that was it pushing 3 hours, that match between Novak and Tsitsipas yesterday? I think Novak is really going to be relying on his serve to try and win this match, in terms of the fact he's going to be wanting to get some big serves down and try and make sure he doesn't have to put in too much effort. Second serve here for Rune. Good return, Holger Rune, and that wins the point, 15-all. How are you feeling right now, Novak fans? Early break in the set, that's gone. Having the rub down from the masseuse, and we're at 15-all on the Novak serve. That's how you're feeling, I'm guessing, Tommy, in response to my question. How are you feeling? 30-15 Novak, though, because he gets a good serve in there. I just think that when you're in this condition, the big players, I remember Rafa when he was really struggling in that fifth set against Chapo earlier this year, and how he just went big on his serve, spots, just going for the spots, and it basically was enough to win the match for him in the end. It's easier said than done, of course. Novak goes down the tee. It's in charge at this point. Backhand Holger Rune. Volley at the net from Novak. 40-15. This is good. Good response from Novak. Good response. The response of a 21-time Grand Slam winner, you may say. Tommy there giving his man some support. Djokovic's last loss from a breakup in the deciding set, Monte Carlo quarterfinal 2017. My goodness me, what a stat that is. Thank you for that, Shriri. Excellent stat. That's great, because we can put stats up like that when we're... Hi, Clarence. Nice to have you on board. Hopefully you've liked the video. Make sure you hit that like button, people. Djokovic down the tee, backhand return. It's a good return from... and Djokovic tries the drop shot. Doesn't work, 40-30. It's a couple of times today he's tried the drop shot and it's not worked. Djokovic, at least from memory. It's not something he's leaned on too much in this match, though. It's not like Rune is really deep in his return, in his position on the court. Rune slightly up on the winner's count, and Djokovic winning the unforced error count, so to speak. 4-3, Novak Djokovic. Thank you, Tommy, for that. 4-3, he now leads. Novak will be really pleased to get that hold. I don't know if he'll be having another little bit of treatment from the masseuse. Let's have a quick look as they have their change of ends. I think he's okay. Thank you for that, Shrui. Nice quick work there from my man. That was a big hold from Novak, especially at 40-30. You don't want to be going to deuce. You don't want to be losing your serve again at this stage, because every point right now and every game in particular is huge. And as Shrui said, serving first in this final and deciding set. Tommy there saying he wants 5-3. Understandably so. listen, whatever happens today, Holger Rune, you've done yourself proud. But if you're a fan of Holger Rune, you don't want him to have that sort of relaxed attitude too much and mustn't take defeat too happily. Okay. Novak. 83 people watching. 85 people watching right now. Can we get to 100 at some point? We'll be giving you a review of this match, so please make sure you hang on to the end of the match, and then post-match, Shrihari and I will be giving you a review of this match. So stay with us as we'll give you a quick rundown, probably the tournament as a whole as well, but particularly this match today. And we'll also obviously be covering the 2 WTA semi-finals tonight, so make sure you subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all things tennis. Holger Rune to serve. 3-4. The pressure now is on the Dane. Holger Rune goes out wide with that serve. It's a good serve, should win the point, but he's let maybe Novak back into this point. Oh, that's a good volley at the net. Once again, showing just how good he is at the net. It was a tricky backhand volley. Well done, Holger Rune. 15 love. Still got to say that Novak is the favourite. Serving first, ahead on the board. And the experience, of course. $15 love, first serve, because that has clipped a net cord there, I think. I'm sure these are nervy times now for both players, but understandably maybe just a bit more for Holger Rune. First Masters 1000 final. Holger Rune on the backhand goes long. That was an unusual error, let's say, and I think it was an error that would be sort of a nervy error, if you like, not a natural, we can all have errors, but that just felt like that was an unusual one because it was a fairly rudimentary backhand, should not be going along with that. Probably does indicate that he is just starting to feel it, and I'm sure Novak will be sensing that too on the other side of the net. And of course, we're now missing some of these first serves from Holger. 15 all, second serve for Novak Djokovic to look at. The best return of all time. How's he going to deal with it? It goes into the net. Novak Djokovic, so it's 30-15. Tommy, where are you watching from, by the way? Which part of the world? Nobody's guessed yet, by the way, where this is. Still no one. $30-15, Holger Rune. Down the tee. 40-15. Good serving, Holger Rune. After that backhand error that I mentioned, he's doing great now. That was a really, like I said, nervy backhand error that went long. He's now got it to 40-15. Of course, he's not won the game yet. Hi, Scooter. Nice to have you on board. Oh, what a serve is that? Is that an ace? No. Challenge. Challenge, challenge, challenge. Scooter, where are you watching from? It's gone long. Second serve. Nice to have you on board, Scooter. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. 40-15, Holger Rune. Forehand return from Novak. Good backhand there from... Oh! Novak Djokovic. Take a bow with that passing shot. 40-30. Big point, this one. Huge point. Okay, next point is the biggest point of the match so far. Holger Rune gets it, and he has an excellent chance. Novak gets it, and it'll be really nervy then for the Dane. I told you it was nervy anyway. What's up? What's up, Scooter? What's up? Second serve for Novak Djokovic to look at. It is back to deuce, as Tommy says in the live chat. Thank you for that. I think you're a few seconds ahead of me. Now it is nervy times for Holger Rune. From 40-15, that was a nervy backhand as well into the net from Holger Rune. Nervy backhand into the net. Listen, he's nervous. He needs 2 first serves here. Get this game done, chill out, and attack the Djokovic serve. But easier said than done. Deuce. Okay, Holger Rune. Down the tee with a second serve. Good return from Novak. Good backhand, though, from Holger Rune. That'll sort of brush off a few of those nervy cobwebs. Can you have nervy cobwebs? Game point. Game point now, Holger Rune. Follow us on Twitter as well, at Talking Tennis TT. Always stuff is going on Twitter as well. Backhand winners, Holger Rune winning that count 14-6. Game point, Holger Rune. Clips the net. Holger. How are we doing? Holger Rune. Down the tee. Forehand Holger Rune. Backhand Novak Djokovic. Backhand slice now, very much on the defensive. Holger Rune in trouble. Deuce. Holger Rune in trouble. Deuce. Nervy times now for the Dane. Just can't get this done. Can't get this done as we approach 6 minutes now for the game duration. I think it's the second deuce. Big points now. We just reached 100 viewers. Great. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, people. Good forehand return there from Novak. Backhand from Novak. Forehand now from Novak. Is it going to be break point? Backhand from Novak. Holger Rune doing really well. Oh, what a winner! Holger Rune. Backhand down the line. Wow. Holger Rune. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Game point again. I think it's his third game point. Well, of course, he had 2 game points at 40-15. I think it's maybe his 4th game point, actually, as a result. Novak Djokovic is going to win, Scooter. That's my prediction. Holger Rune, has he won this point? No, he hasn't. But he has now. Novak has gone into the net with a forehand. Maybe Novak is even feeling the pressure. Wouldn't have thought so, given how experienced he is. 4 games all. Now the pressure goes back on the Serb. Looks like we're going to have a change of racket here. Probably get a nice screenshot up of the current score. Maybe put it on Twitter. Maybe Shrehu can do that, actually. Anyway, we can just, yeah, good idea, Shrehu. Just go back to that main image. Thanks for that. Oh, good work. Good work. As we see a little image there of Rune changing his racket. 4 games all. I think Djokovic is still winning this match. What do we think, Scooter and everybody else? $15 love. Rune not happy with that one. $15 love Djokovic. Djokovic goes wide, pretty far wide with that serve as well. Suggests that he's going to be really leaning on. Mind you, he doesn't look like he's struggling so much. I think that massage obviously did the trick in terms of getting the blood flowing. Good second serve there from Novak. Ooh, lucky boy, Holger Rune. Well, better to be a lucky captain than a good one, they say. 15 all. Second net cord actually in this deciding set that's gone the way of the Dane. Novak Djokovic to serve. Gets a good first serve in. It's enough to bring up 30-15. 30-15. He went like half an hour, 40 minutes, barely looking threatened on his serve, and then suddenly Djokovic gets the early break in the third set, and he was then losing his serve next game. Anyway, 30-15. 4-all. Super tight. Oh, that's a good serve there from Novak Djokovic down the tee, and it's an ace. 40-15. 2 hours and 5 minutes on the clock. 2 game points for Novak for a 5-4 lead. Really, really will be heaping the pressure on the Dane there. 7th ace of the match now from Novak. Whew, that was a wide, though. Very far wide serve. It was about 2 meters wide. It was a slight exaggeration, but you know what I mean. 40-15 Novak. Good. Oh, that's a disappointing return of serve from Holger Rune. And it is 5-4 Novak Djokovic. 1 game away from sealing his 7th Paris Masters crown. Of course, it's not just a case of being 1 game away. Of course, it is Holger Rune to serve. But basically, Holger Rune serving to stay in the match. Holger Rune, how is your nerve? I think it was tested a bit in the previous game. Sure, who are you doing his stuff once again? Thank you for that. It's good that we've got this sort of base screen, if you like, on the left that I've just left under my name, Shrehui, and then you can mess around with the other one, which is perfect. We've got this base one that we can use exactly in between. As he mops his brow. 5-4 lead, Novak Djokovic. We're watching some slow-mo action. And Man United lost 3-1. I'm not even going to talk about that. Just when things were looking so good for United. Holger Rune, don't know what he's chewing on, if it's banana or something. I can see a fruit bowl behind him. Wouldn't mind a bit of fruit right now. So, serving to stay in the match, putting his cap back on, getting ready to resume action. He's just sort of blowing right now into his hands, making sure that any of those sweaty palms, either from the action or from the nerves. Novak there just doing a few more stretches again. Doesn't seem to be impeding his movement during the points anyway. 4-5. Holger Rune serving. Novak 1 game away from winning the title for a 7th time. 4-5. Holger Rune out wide. Good return in the end from Novak. Good forehand, Holger Rune. Very cool. 15 love. Was a really good serve, to be fair. Novak did really well to not just get a racket on it, but actually, you know, get it back in, well back in play. But Holger Rune was equal to it. 15 love. Goes wide with the first serve there, Holger. Don't know how many challenges he's got left. Good kick serve there. Forehand to forehand right now. Ooh, did it go long? Did it go long? Yes, it did. 30 love. Must have been close. And also, Rune nearly kicked it. Nearly kicked that ball. 102 viewers. Way! Hit the like button, people. 30 love. Holger Rune. Return from Djokovic is a decent return, but still Rune should be doing better with a forehand. 30-15. I just feel that these errors are nervy. I'm not saying that he's mega nervous and he's going to bottle it, but I just feel that these errors just a little bit unusual, let's say. And they certainly wouldn't have been happening earlier in the match. Anyway, 30-15, 2 hours and 8 minutes on the clock. 5:20 local time. Holger Rune. Good serve, Holger Rune. 40-15. Even the best returner of all time couldn't do much with that one. I think Novak as well just didn't quite anticipate it going to his backhand. 40-15. Holger. Who do we think is going to win? Let me know in live chat. Who are you predicting? Holger or Novak? Excellent serve, Holger Rune. 5 games all. He's not going anywhere. He is not going anywhere. Boy, oh boy. Did not see this level from Holger Rune a few weeks ago. Just didn't see it. Yes, I'm not surprised that he's had a really good tournament. This obviously having won Stockholm, did really well in Basel, getting to the final there. And of course, he overcame his Basel nemesis, if you like, in the semi-finals, Felix, which was an excellent win. And I'm not saying I did predict it to go to 3 sets today, but tell you what, this tennis from Holger in the last few weeks, very, very impressive. Talking of impressive, it's a good first serve from Novak, 15-love. Five all. These are tense times now for both players. Novak Djokovic, 15-love, 5 games all. Down the tee. Forehand now for Novak. It's a good forehand. It's enough to win the point. Forces an error from Holger Rune, 30-love. It's not getting a look in right now on the Novak serve since he broke. Disappointed with that backhand. Yeah, maybe he could have done better. Maybe. No, it's not a tie break yet, Vedrana. 30-15, Holger Rune winning that point. Not a tie break yet. Hi, Dragon. Nice to have you on board. Hi, Tomo. Quite a few new people today joining us. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Novak Djokovic, 30-15. Good serve from the Serb. Good return from Holger Rune. Holger on the forehand. Doesn't go too big, though, this time on the forehand. Novak now on the forehand. Backhand from Holger Rune. Goes for the drop shot. Novak gets it. Holger Rune with a smash. He's got it. 30 all. Interesting times now. Was that the right decision to go for the drop shot? Well, doesn't win the point, so I guess in hindsight, no. But he did execute it really well. Just got to take your hat off to Holger Rune for chasing it down so well. It was a fairly easy smash in the end. I think he did execute it pretty well, but Holger Rune maybe was equal to it. And in the end, it was a fairly comfortable smash for the Dane. 30 all. Big point this. I know I keep saying it, but now this is the biggest point of the match so far. 30 all, 5 all. Novak Djokovic. Here comes a first serve. You just know it. You just know it. He's clutch. No. Second serve. How's this one going? Yeah, it's turning into a great match. Second serve. Backhand from Novak Djokovic. Good. Oh, he's gone long with the backhand. He's gone long with the backhand. Dearie me. Novak Djokovic. 30-40. Break point. Holger Rune. Remember that stat from Shrihari. 30-0 for Novak Djokovic in Masters Finals, having won the first set. 30-40, Holger Rune. Can you break serve? Clip the net. It's a net cord, so it's a let. Still a first serve, of course, for Novak. (30-40). First serve, Novak. Big point now. It's a good first serve. Forehand Novak Djokovic. Forehand Holger Rune. Forehand Novak Djokovic. Backhand slice from Holger Rune. Forehand Novak Djokovic goes wide. It's the break of serve. 6-5. Holger Rune leads. Crazy, Sam. Crazy. It's not done yet, but it is crazy. Boy, oh boy. 6-5 Holger Rune. In about a minute from now, he'll be serving for the match, the championship, and his first ever Masters 1000 title. He lost the first set. We know that stat. It's back on our screen again. Djokovic has won the first set 30 times in Masters 1000 finals, and he's gone on to win the match on each of those occasions. How many Masters 1000 titles has Djokovic won? He's won about 30, no? He's won 38. So he's obviously won the first set 30 of those times, and the other 8 times he's come from a set down. Well, can Holger Rune close this out? I said it was nervy before. Nice one. Holger Rune 7 for the championship. Excellent words there from Shrihui. Thanks for that. Yeah, I'm sure you are, Tommy. Sam there urging Holger to keep the cool. Ghost there going, woo! Holger Rune serving for the title. I still think this is huge. Still could go either way. I mean, obviously, Novak has lost his serve a few times in this match, but Holger's looked not exactly comfortable on his serve. Let's see. 6-5. I will be talking you through some of these really, really big points now. Gets his first serve in, but what a return, Novak Djokovic. What a return. Love 15. That's what he's the best returner of all time. 112 people now on board. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you subscribe to Talking Tennis to keep up to date with all things tennis, including today's action. Love 15. Holger Rune serving for the championships. Down the tee. Novak gets a good racket on it. It's a good defensive return, to be fair. He's in the rally now. How's it going to pan out? Mid-rally, forehand to forehand. Backhand now, Holger Rune. Novak really got the bit between his teeth right now, it feels like. Forehand to forehand. Good defense, though, from Holger Rune. More defensive shots from Holger Rune. Novak in charge at this point. Big style. Love 30. Holger Rune. He doesn't really know what to do. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky. 135 people on board. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and hit that like button. Love 30. Did you think Novak Djokovic was going to go away easily? Did you think so? No, 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 no. Love 30. Huge point right now. Huge. It's an ace from Holger Rune, 15-30. Needs a few more of those. 15-30, Holger Rune. Novak's not happy with something. I don't know if it's a few flashes or something happening in the crowd. Anyway, 15-30, still long. Feels like a long, long way away from that trophy right now. It's a good serve from Holger Rune. He comes into the net. He's got it. 30 all. Good response from the Dane. He's breathing heavy, and that's not from exhaustion, I'm telling you. It's nervy times. It's 30 all. Novak is 2 points from breaking and taking this to a deciding set tiebreak. Holger Rune, on the other hand, is 2 points away from winning his first ever Masters 1000 title. He is serving for the title, and he's 2 points away. Holger, how's your nerve? He just takes his time a little bit more with his serve. Goes down the tee. It's a good backhand return, though, from Novak. Novak on the backhand. Holger Rune on the forehand. Novak on the backhand. Slice now from Rune. Forehand from Novak. Forehand to forehand right now. Backhand. This is a nervy rally, I think. Backhand slice. Forehand from Novak. He's in charge of this rally, surely. Rune on the defense. Novak. How's the smash, Novak? He's got it. He's got it. It's 30-40. To the delight of his team, he has a break point. Oh, Holger Rune, how would you be feeling if you go into the tiebreak knowing that you were serving for the championship? You're going to be going in pretty glum. Novak is not going away anywhere fast. Would you have expected him to? Of course not. 30-40. 30-40. Holger Rune. Can he get a first serve in? He can. Forehand Holger Rune. That's an excellent forehand winner from Holger Rune. Deuce. Tell you what, I know I said he was a bit nervy, but he's still doing incredibly. If he is nervy, he's hiding them pretty well with some of these winners. Juice, juice, juice. Time to have a little bit of water, I think, to ease my thought. I'm nervous just watching. $140 people now watching live. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new. We want to be hitting 500 subscribers as soon as possible. Okay, here we go. Holger Rune goes out wide, but it is wide. So it's a second serve for Novak Djokovic to look at. Holger Rune goes out wide. Good return, though, from Novak. Oh, he's into the net. He goes like this, and understandably so. He had it. He had it. The forehand was there to bring up a match point. But no, 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 no. It's break point. Novak Djokovic, his second break point of this particular game to take it to a deciding set tiebreak. Nervy, nervy, nervy. Second break point of the game. Novak gets ready to return. Can Holger Rune get a first serve in, though? We're getting close to 150 people watching. Good serve from Holger. Forehand from Holger Rune. Forehand Novak Djokovic into the net. It's deuce. Wouldn't expect that kind of an error there from Novak. 165 of you watching. Hit that like button, people. Deuce. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Game duration, almost 6 minutes. I tell you what, there's been some really quality shots today. I will say that. And we've been really high on drama. It's been an excellent match, whatever way it goes. Right now, talking of the way it's going, Holger Rune is 2 points from the title as we enter the 7th minute of the game. Holger goes down the tee. Good return, though, from Novak. On the backhand now of Novak. We're in the middle of a rally. Backhand to backhand. Novak switches it up. Forehand Holger Rune. Forehand Novak Djokovic. It's a winner. And it's another break point for Novak Djokovic. Third break point of the game. Holger just nods his head. Not much you can do about that. Look at that winner speed, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, oh boy, Novak. Fighting, fighting, fighting. Third break point. Holger Rune yet to have a match point despite serving for the championships for almost 7 minutes now, or 8 minutes, sorry. Holger Rune. Down the tee, but he's long with that first serve. I don't think he's going to be going too big on this second serve, but let's see. No, he doesn't go big. Backhand now, Holger Rune. Forehand, Novak Djokovic. Forehand, Holger Rune. Forehand, Novak Djokovic. Backhand, Holger Rune. It's a good backhand. Good backhand, though, from Novak Djokovic. Forehand, Novak Djokovic. He's really playing well in this point. He's in charge. He's in charge. Backhand drop shot doesn't work, though, from Novak Djokovic. I said he was in charge of the point. So much so he could afford to try and do a backhand drop shot, but it was nowhere near. Deuce. My palms are sweating. I'm sure yours are at home too. Get those sweaty palms on your mouse and hit that like button, people. Deuce. Game duration, 7:48, 7:49, 7:50. We'll be at 8 minutes now. We're going to go into the 9th minute. Novak Djokovic has had 3 break points. Will he be getting a 4th break point, or are we going to see the first match point for Holger Rune? Some unusual errors as well from Novak in this particular game. He's had chances. Both players have had chances. I think both players will have some regret if they don't win this title. Serve and volley. He's gone long with the volley. He's gone long with the volley. He's going to challenge. going to challenge. It was long. It's a 4th break point. Novak Djokovic. It was a fairly easy volley at the net. We know how good Holger Rune is on the volleys. He's nervous. Of course he is. 4th break point for Novak Djokovic. He went for the serve and volley on the last point. He's going to go 7 volley again. Goes down the tee. Clips the net, I think. 4th break point for Novak Djokovic. I can just see this going to a tie break. Goes out wide. Doesn't win the point yet. He's got a nervy smash. How's your nerve? He's got it. He's got it. Deuce. He's like this. He's like this. It's deuce. 200 people watching. Thank you very much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, for this new project that we have here at Talking Tennis. We are a new channel. We're just over 3 months old. We've already got over 400 subscribers, but please hit that subscription button and we'll soon be at 500 and we'll be able to keep producing this. We've got shows coming up for you. We've got the WTA semi-finals going to be coming live for you tonight. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We've got other shows planned. I'll be doing a Paris Bercy review tomorrow and plenty more. Here we go. Holger Rune, back to today. Goes down the tee. Backhand of Novak Djokovic. Not a bad return. Backhand again, though, from Novak. Forehand now. These are, again, nervy moments. Novak is in charge at this point, it feels, though. He's on the forehand. Good defense, though, from Holger Rune. Novak again on the forehand. Defensive forehand again, though. Novak is still in charge at this point. Pushing his player around. Back in the point almost, Holger Rune. But Novak, it's a good forehand. Good slice. Novak Djokovic on the smash. Oh, he's lofted up. This is a tricky one for Novak. He's neutralized the rally, Holger Rune. This is a good drop shot, though, from Novak. Is it enough to win the point? It's a lob. He's going to have to go back behind. It's a great volley from Novak Djokovic. And he goes like this to the crowd. Completely understandable. Novak Djokovic, take a bow. Ridiculous. You're absolutely right. Ridiculous, Sam. Ridiculous point. Ridiculous game. Ridiculous match. So tense, Ghosty. Absolutely. Break point number 5. The rally length there was 26. I don't know if Rune's going to get a time violation, is it? Whatever, you know what I mean, for taking too long to serve, but we'll see. Hopefully there'll be some discretion. Shot clock is already at 11 and he's not even close to getting close. He's going to get a time violation, I'm sure. Let me just listen. He's just going to take it. Yeah, he's got the time violation, but I think he just accepts it. Unusual for a player so young to be taking that time. I mean, I get it at this stage of the match, but he was also pushing the shot clock earlier. Break point number 5, Novak Djokovic. Down the tee, goes long. Second serve, Holger Rune. This game has turned out to be an insane one. He's yet to have a match point. Novak Djokovic is now on his 5th break point. Good return from Novak. Good backhand, though, now for backhand to backhand. Forehand, Holger Rune. Forehand to forehand right now. Holger's coming into the net. He came in tentatively. He's got the point, though. He came in tentatively at the net, but Novak Djokovic could not pass. Listen, it's deuce. It's deuce again. Hither and thither. Thank you for joining us. No match point as yet, as Sam mentions. He's been serving for the mat for what feels for this match in the championship. Feels like it's been about 2 weeks that he's been serving for this, but really it's only 13 minutes. Holger goes out wide. Good return though from Novak. Holger's coming into the net again. How's the volley? It's too good. It's an excellent volley, and he's got his first match point. First championship point. championship point, Holger Rune. The first one. He's been serving for about 3 years now for this particular title. It's actually almost 20. Look, we've got the ATP finals to come up. We ain't got time. Championship point. Holger Rune. How's it going to go? Well wide on the first serve. Listen, he's managed his nerves really well, super well, but there have been 1 or 2 loose points. Double fault. Double fault on championship point. Of course. We're back at deuce. Of course. Deuce. Deuce, deuce, deuce. Edberg. Sipping on his water. I've got no water left. I wish I could join you, Stefan. Down the tee. Backhand now. Nope. Second serve. Holger Rune. You had a championship point and you double faulted, my boy. Forehand return from Novak. Forehand from Holger. Forehand to forehand right now. Always hit it into the net. An unforced error. He's so nervy. Break point, Novak Djokovic, number 6. We've had 6 break points in this game. 15 minutes long, this game. Holger Rune has had a time violation. If he messes about any more on his serve, he will be losing a first serve. And if he does it a third time, he'll even lose a point. Novak fans right behind him there. We can see them all in their blue Serbian shirts. Break point number 6 for Novak Djokovic. Holger goes down the tee. Novak gets his racket on it. It's not enough. He saved another break point. By the way, he looks really young. I know it's an obvious thing, but I mean, he's 19. Good serve. Clutch serve when you're facing your 6th break point as we head towards the 17th minute of this game. Boy, oh boy. Holger Rune. It feels like we've had Holger Rune serving for the championships on that screen for quite some time. Holger Rune gets his serve in. Backhand Holger Rune. He's moving Novak around. He's got another championship point. It was an excellent deep shot. I guess it just hit the line. Novak smiling, ironically. I don't know if he's going to challenge it, but I don't think he is. It either hit the line or it was super deep. Anyway, Holger Rune. 2nd championship point. Understandably, I've got 200 of you now watching this video. Thank you for joining. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and don't forget to strike that notification bell. Championship point number 2. Holger Rune. Can you get a first serve in? The last time you had a championship point, you double faulted. Goes down the tee. It's in. Forehand to forehand to forehand of Holger Rune. Now it's Novak Djokovic into the net. Novak Djokovic at the net. It's game, set, match, championship. Holger Rune. You've done it. You have done it. He did it, as Sam says. Absolutely right. Listen, congratulations. Lovely moment at the net. Lovely moment at the net there from Novak there. Hugging the opponent. Really congratulating him. Holger Rune. Wow. A set down. A break down in the deciding set, facing 6 break points as he tried to close it out. He had 2 championship points of his own, and on the first one, he double faulted. Drama, drama, drama. Holger Rune, take a bow. Shrihari, I'm sure you want to keep yourself calm. I'm sure you want to gather your thoughts. Whenever you're ready, take your time. I'm going to spread my thoughts. So listen, Shrihari, there's no hurry. If you feel like joining me, that would be great to get your take on the match as and when you can. But just take your time. Holger Rune has won 3-6, 6-3, 7-5. Hither, thank you for joining us as well. Ghosty there saying, are you joking? Sam going, woo, woo. He did it. And Kevin, you were right with your prediction there that he was going to win. He did win. Wow, wow, wow. Just to repeat, Wawrinka, Hurkacz, Rublev, Alcaraz, Felix and Djokovic. Not quite sure what that's about, but nevertheless, strong, 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 so mentally strong. I can see Shrihari there. Thank you for posting this as well. And let's talk about it. He's in tears there, Sam, saying, yes, I can see that. Wow. Listen, Shrihari,
Yep.
what a match. Give me your thoughts.
Unbelievable. Especially the last game, well, almost 20 minutes. It's crazy. Holger really, what do you call it? Managed his nerves well, I should say.
Did.
Obviously, if he had all of 2 championship points, I think he had to save 6 break points.
Yeah.
If I were to poke at one one break point of Novak's that he should have done better was that drop shot. He really need not have gone for that drop shot. But yeah, and then when I did see some smiles from Novak when he was down championship point or when he was at deuce, I had those screenshots saved for if he went out to win. How many times have we seen that movie before? But not for Holger Rune, because he lifts his first Masters title. And obviously, breaking a streak of some sort. Novak, losing his first Masters final in 31 from a setup. His first match in more than 5 years, from up a break in the deciding set, no less. Anything similar, I could probably point at Dominic Thiem winning those ATP finals matches back to back from a mini breakdown in the deciding set tiebreaker. But usually 95 to 98% of the time you would expect Novak to come through. But, not today.
Not today, absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, listen, I'm going to be doing a series at the end of the year regarding matches of the year. I could even just do a series on that game. That was the game of the year, arguably. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I am perhaps being a bit hyperbolic in the reaction to the. I'm going to bring up some match stats as well in a second, but before I do, that game. Let's just recall Novak Djokovic, I think, does he get to 30-40 for his first break point? I think it was 30 all.
30-40, and then I think there were 2 more break points and then a championship point, double fault, 3 or
Double
4
fault
more
on
break points,
championship
right?
points, yeah.
And then another game break point, and then snuffed out on the last championship point he gets it. So, and with that win, Holger Rune is into the top 10 for the very first time. He's the first the first alternate at the ATP finals. If anyone is to withdraw, he takes their spot.
Great. That's a good thing to know as well.
Yeah,
that is really
Taylor
good to know.
Fritz is number 9, and of course he's qualified by virtue of Alcaraz pulling out. So number 10 is Holger Rune. So
yeah. So Holger Rune so that's right. So Alcaraz out. So he's the first alternative. Who's the second alternative?
Hurkacz.
Okay.
Yeah.
And of course, we've still got a week to go. All sorts of things can happen in training, so who knows? Obviously, then the tournament will get underway. And I think last year somebody did get injured. Was it Berrettini got injured during the tournament and Sinner stepped in?
Yes, and Tsitsipas as well. Cameron Norrie took his place.
Listen, Ghosty, I completely agree with you. I think in terms of quality, I would still put Sinner and Alcaraz at a slightly higher plane. I think Novak had a few off moments today. But in terms of drama, there doesn't get much more dramatic than this. 7-5 in the third set. 6 times he faced a break point. He was also a breakdown, don't forget, in this set, but it was crucial that he got that break back as quickly as he did, because Novak had looked so comfortable on his serve for about half an hour. I think I remember you saying it, that I know Novak got broken in the second set, but from the moment he got broken in the second set, for the next half an hour, he was breezing through his service games. It was kind of surprising that. Were you surprised that Novak got broken back as quickly?
Who, me? Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, he was also, game point up 40-30. And that is the same game he called for the trainer. And
yeah.
I think that was the game where Holger Rune had those couple of passing shots as well. And even broke with that forehand pass. Broke back, I should say. And again, breezing through serve, the way he got broken at 5-all as well, really bizarre, 30 love up. Much like how he got broken against Federer in that Wimbledon final. I think it was 7-all 30 love. He gets broken. But I did think he would get at least one of those 6 break points he had in that final game back. But again, the same. Yesterday was 2 of 6, 2 of 12 today. Not sure if him not feeling as well, and at least so That's what he claimed. I think it was after he beat Hachinov. He said he was not feeling that well.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be that. I'm not sure, but I don't think it could explain the errors. There were quite a few errors, more than you expect from Djokovic, especially at such a big stage. But I think while it is a tough loss, there's just so much more to look forward to for Novak Djokovic, at least in Turin. And the good news for not myself and the rest of the Novak fans is that it's still at least seemingly a step too far amongst all of the players who've tried to beat Novak Djokovic in such circumstances at Grand Slams. He's still one of the men to beat, right? Him and Rafael Nadal. It's really a huge ask to defeat them when the match is really hanging in the balance, maybe in the deciding set. Novak hasn't really lost one of those matches in a while, especially when he's sort of been ahead in the match. So I think that is something that for me is still the real biggest test. Maybe is this the passing of the baton? I'm not really sure yet. That's what people said about Federer to Tsitsipas at the Australian Open almost 4 years ago when he did beat him in the fourth round. But yeah, I mean, still the ATP finals ahead. Novak, yeah, sure, he probably would. I expect him to bring his best tennis there, of course. He may drop a match in the round robin, but I guess that's what the tournament intends, right? Even if you do lose a match, you're still in the mix. That's what you try and put out the message that you do deserve to have one bad match at least, because you guys are the best players in the world, right? So yeah, I think there's a lot more to look forward to for Novak, and of course Holger Rune. It'll be really interesting to see how his trajectory is next season. If these last few weeks are anything to go by, I think top 5 is not very far away at all. Maybe by the end of the Australian Open as well. You never know.
Listen, with one eye on the ATP finals now, I just think this will define the year for so many players. I mean, I think Rafa's had obviously a very disappointing second half of the year. Obviously, injury hit, but also going out fairly early in New York. In fact, it's the earliest he's been out at a slam in about 5 years. And there's been a few people that are sort of casting the death knell over him, particularly obviously going out early this week too. But if he was to win that ATP finals, that would suddenly make his year going from very good to 2 slams or extremely good. I mean, most people would be happy to win 1 slam, but we do put Rafa and Novak in a slightly different light. If he was to win that ATP finals, as long as a shot as it is, and of course he's probably one of the outsiders, I would argue, but that would just transform his year from being to unbelievable. If either Casper Ruud, Stefanos Tsitsipas, Felix, Andre, or Daniel Medvedev, some of those players, such as Medvedev perhaps, and Tsitsipas, would be transforming a slightly disappointing year into a into a good year, actually, in a way, or certainly a much more polished year. It will be Stefanos's biggest or second biggest or joint biggest title of the year. Arguably, the ATP finals is actually even bigger than a Masters 1000. So it would certainly put a shine on his year. I also think when it comes to Novak, I did put that out there if he was to win today and also to win the ATP finals. But I still think if he wins that ATP finals, you can all, with your narratives and with your arguments, and you can all justifiably say Novak has had the better year because of X, Y, Z. Carlos has had the better year because of X, Y, Z. And Rafa has had the better year for X, Y, Z. So much to look forward to with that ATP finals. We'll be bringing you live coverage of all of the action throughout that tournament with play-by-play commentaries throughout the tournament for pretty much the entire week. We've obviously got the WTA semi-finals to look forward to tonight. Nick will be bringing you that. But before we come back to that, any final thoughts on the game today or on the match today and also the tournament as a whole?
Tournament as a whole, still a lot of positives for Novak, I would say. I did predict him to do the double in Paris in the ATP finals. Of course, that's not the case. Still gone on to win the title a couple of times before, even though he's not won the Paris Masters. I still think he's the number 1 favorite. Even that wouldn't change even if Holger Rune would be playing in the ATP finals, because Novak being Novak, you can't point at one loss and say, oh yeah, this set player is in his group or is in the tournament, so Novak's chances have come down. I think you have the best players this entire season there. So yeah, I think this tournament overall, it's been obviously, there's only one man who we can really shower praises on. That's Holger Rune, right? If we were to talk about anyone else who's playing the ATP finals, maybe Novak and Felix, I think they're the only players who even made it past the quarterfinal amongst the other contenders. But yeah, Alcaraz also, I mean, he's out, so he's out of the equation. But yeah, that's, I think, as far as the ATP finals goes, it's, the anticipation is still the same, the hype is still the same. Sure, would have been a lot more interesting, I would say, if Holger Rune was in the tournament. Just missed out. I mean, it probably would have been there if, say, Hurkacz would have lost a round earlier. The player he did beat before winning the title. But yeah, I think Holger Rune has become the first player in ATP history to win a Masters title, beating top 10 players.
Oh wow, that's a great
start. Yeah,
start.
out of 6 matches that he could have won, one is a multiple-time Grand Slam champion, Wawrinka, who's been playing, at least in recent times, some good tennis. And you have Hurkacz, you have Rublev, you have Alcaraz, albeit Alcaraz was not at his best due to injury, which also led to his retirement from that match. Felix, that was a comfortable thumping in the semifinal, and this comeback win against Novak Djokovic, probably the most clutch player ever in men's tennis. I think you can see all of his demeanor and past comments, which sort of veers into delusion, where he mentioned that he would like to break Nadal's RG titles record, right? Win 15. I guess you need to have. It's nice to see Novak, smiling. He's a class act as always. But yeah, I guess you could say that. Where was I? Yeah, I guess you could say that you need a bit of that sort of delusion and some sense arrogance. We saw that with Novak as well. He did, that infamous press conference after retiring against Nadal in 2006, the RG quarterfinal. He said, "Nadal, you're not unbeatable on clay. You're definitely beatable." Look where that got him, right? He definitely had all of such thoughts, although they were quite raw at the time. Takes a while for that to translate into actual results, but Holger is barely 19 and a half, and he's already here in the top 10 with his first Masters title. He's made the quarterfinal at a Slam this year, beating the previous year's runner-up at RG, Tsitsipas. He did win another title, beating Tsitsipas, and his first one in Munich, beating Zverev. So I think all of his titles have been really impressive. Obviously, this one stands out considering how many top 10 players he's beaten and the occasion. So yeah, I think it's really exciting to see where his career is going to go. And I think next season, he very much could be in the top 5 or top 4, at least by the end of the year. I don't think that's an overestimate at all. Last year we predicted Carlos Alcaraz to, at the very least, make the semifinal at a Grand Slam. He won multiple Masters titles, won a Slam, and got to world number 1. So you just never know, right?
Nope.
And that, I think he's sort of, now he's proven himself quite a bit. For a while, he was that kid who was probably just being whiny, benefiting from quite a bit of wild cards. Not the case anymore. He's definitely walked the walk, not just talked the talk. Right.
Very much so, yeah. Listen, just a quick thing on this image, and then I'll come to Nick's question. It's been on the screen for a while, but if we look at this image here, obviously Holger Rune lifting the title there. It's kind of an unusual trophy. I'm not sure if I like it or not. Of course, Novak has got 6 of those in his locker, in his what would you call it? Where do you put your trophies? Trophy cabinet. He's got 6 of those, and today he's got a second runners-up trophy. Novak looking fairly magnanimous there in the background. In fact, what we've got, by the way, it's a really interesting image in terms of the 4 people we can see in that picture. We've got some legends of the sport, past, present, and arguably future. We've got Stefan Edberg there in the background, and Guy Forget. I know Guy Forget.
That's Cedric Pioline.
Oh, is it Cedric Pioline? Is that?
Yeah.
I thought it was Guy Forget. Thanks for my.
I think, and I'm sure that's Cedric Pioline.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You might well be right.
Right. I could, have a look at.
I'm still going with Guy Forget. Let me just get an image of Guy Forget. Maybe someone in the chat knows. Pretty sure it's Guy Forget. No, maybe you're right. Maybe it's Cedric Peelin. Yeah, I think it is Cedric Peelin. My bad. Thank you, Shuhui, for
That's
correcting me
all
on
right.
that one.
They
But
do
anyway,
look quite alike. That's okay.
yeah. But anyway, so we've also got Stefan Edberg there, of course, multiple Grand Slam winner, albeit he never won on the clay of Paris. Novak Djokovic, we all know about his standing in the sport, and of course, at the forefront, there we have Holger Rune lifting the trophy. So let's get to this question before we bring today's show to a close. It's a question from Nick, obviously friend of the show, and Nick will be presenting the WTA semi-finals tonight, so make sure you tune in for that, people. Is this comparable to the Djokovic loss against Khachanov in 2018 at the same event, of course? If so, is that a concerning precedent for Novak going into Turin? I don't know how well he did in Turin that year.
Oh yeah,
Or sorry, in the ATP finals that year, I
right.
should say.
He did make the final without dropping serve or a set,
Okay.
and lost to Zverev comfortably.
Okay.
That was quite a bizarre performance in the final, albeit Zverev played extremely well. I don't think it's a concern because it was not a blowout. It was a pretty close contest, of course, 7-5 in the decider, sure. He was outclutched in a way. Does that make him seem more vulnerable? Maybe. But yeah, it could as well. You have a lot of players who can take it to him and beat him in Turin. Two players obviously come to mind are Felix and Medvedev. I don't think, like, looking at the rest of the field, Tsitsipas as well. He came really close yesterday, so I put him there. He deserves it. So it really depends on the group he ends up in, but yeah, I don't think it's really concerning. Still the favorite. Going into Turin, he likes those courts as well. He did fairly well last year. Zverev obviously just was too good for him and Medvedev, but yeah, I don't think it's really a concern at this point. I expect him to, at the very least, make the semifinal. But obviously, I'm still putting all of my chips on him winning the title. So we'll see.
Does with Alcaraz dropping out and obviously Fritz coming in, maybe that's a slight bit of good news for Rafa. I just think that maybe he goes up one notch in the pecking order. I do have Novak as favourite, Felix probably second, Daniel Medvedev third, and then the other five, one of those will quite. So that's my prediction for the three semi-finalists, if you like, or three of the four. And then any one of the other five really could quite easily make that fit fourth. I mean, Tsitsipas perhaps, given how well he played against Novak yesterday. But listen. It's been great to have you helping us out today with the channel, Shrihari. Congratulations to Holger Rune. Maybe this is the mark of something to come. What's his record now against Novak? Is it 1-1? Is that
It's
they played
1-1?
twice?
Yes,
There you go.
the previous
Not many
meeting
people
being
have
the
an
US Open
equal.
first round. Yeah.
Not many people have an equal head-to-head record against Novak, and who knows, he might end up finishing his career with a winning record, given the trajectories of their career, or where they are with their career, I should say, not trajectories, because I think there's a lot left in Novak's tank, and he'll be back, that's for sure. In fact, he'll be in Turin, where we'll be giving you day-by-day coverage of that tournament. But listen, Shrihari, first of all, thank you very much for your help today. It's been amazing. It was a great match, of course, so thanks for having you on board for your analysis as well.
Yeah, I did enjoy sort of producing the show.
Great.
I like messing around with tech quite a bit. I mean, you're aware of the Popcorn Tennis podcast. I'm the one who generally tends to, take charge of the editing and the publishing. So it's just
cool.
I enjoy doing that, and it was a nice break for me as well to not probably simmer in Twitter while I'm watching this match. Right, I was largely away from Twitter except for pulling up some interesting tweets. It definitely helped my nerves to an extent. Obviously, I did go off for a while during that last game, almost 20 minutes. But yeah, I definitely had fun doing this, and of course, the final showdown is what we look forward to most.
Yeah, right. It was a great match in the end. Listen, so thanks for you, Shrihari. In general, though, everyone else, thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new, and don't forget that notification button. And the reason being is tonight we have the WTA semi-finals brought to you no less than Nick Carter. He'll be hosting the show along with Miles and Ashley. They will be joining you for the WTA, both semi-finals, so don't miss out on the live commentary of that match. On top of that, we've also got shows coming at you thick and fast. By the way, have you got anything with Popcorn on the horizon?
Yeah, we do have a show coming out soon. We've recorded it. It's on Team and Medvedev.
Okay, cool.
Should be out in a couple of days.
That's
There's
really
no rush,
interesting
of
one.
course.
No,
And
I mean,
we are recording a couple of episodes. One doing a recap on the WTA finals, and then another one, previewing the ATP finals. Once the groups are out.
so make sure you follow Popcorn Tennis on Twitter. Make sure you give Srihari a follow as well. What's your Twitter handle, Srihari?
Srihari Ravi 12.
There you go. So make sure
Yeah,
you give
I
him
could leave it in the comments
yeah, put it in the comments.
Yeah.
So make sure you give Srihari a follow on Twitter to keep up to date with all things tennis. Thank you very much, Tennis World, for stopping by. As I say, we've got plenty more shows coming up for you in the very near future, including in November and December. I know we're already into November. We'll be doing some shows on some of the matches of the year. So make sure you tweet us your suggestions, and we'll probably be doing shows on about half a dozen of the best matches, both on the ATP and the WTA side of the tour. Listen, Tennis World, it's 3 hours now. The match was about 2 hours, 30 minutes. It was a great match. We've been going for 3 hours. I think it's the right time to say goodbye, Srihari.
Yep. See you soon, John. And thanks for
Yep.
having me on.
Thank you. And thank you, Tennis World, for stopping by.
Yep. Thanks, everybody, for watching.